I mean, I'm ready.
Well, then here we go. Uh-oh.
Apathy Duck loaded the wrong one.
The Apathy Duck accidentally loaded the wrong seed. Loaded the wrong file there. He's going to have to restart. That's going to cost him some time. That's a bot. Anyway, our other three runners are on their way. Most of them will most likely be heading straight to Hyrule, since that's where the majority of the early items are. And it looks like, yep. Actually, no. Rectus actually going for the early Blue Brin game.
It's definitely not something you see often. Normally, I would have expected Solsky to do something that crazy, but it's good to see someone else taking the risk.
Indeed, we have a bottle located on Lake Hylia Island, and we're going to get our first item in Link's house. We got a big 20 there. So not much of an early start. Solsky taking a long way around, actually. Not going to be going to Link's house, going straight up to Hyrule Castle, as Apathy Duck finally getting back on track.
That's definitely not a good feeling when you start off with the wrong game selected. That's got to hurt.
Indeed, you got a 5-arrow upgraded Blue Brin.
Early bomb drop on the tree pole, so that's going to be helpful for the early checks in Kakariko.
Indeed. Let's see what we find over in the Uncle spot here. Got two good item potentials here. Got a missile pack.
So it looks like trash, and well, power bombs aren't trash, so those are kind of helpful.
You still need some early missiles just to be safe. So this early on, nothing too bad, but yeah, nothing big in progression-wise, unfortunately. I don't think Correctness found anything in Blue Brin because they reset and they're on their way back. Oh, got an early crystal check there. I saw at least crystal at Tower of Hera, and red pendant at Desert, and both crystals at Hera and East.
Yeah, I was definitely looking in the wrong direction for that check, so hopefully somebody else does it.
Looks like he's going to be doing an early Sir Hassela's Closet play. Again, really odd routing here from a lot of our runners, especially Aussie. This is not something you normally see this early on. We got a small key in the Sanctuary. Not much there. Let's see what we got here for... Ooh!
Oh my god, a Morph Ball.
Gamble paid off. Morph Ball early on in Sir Hassela.
Sometimes the gambles pay off, man.
Indeed, indeed. Guarantee a lot of our runners, you know, they'll get to there eventually. That's the spot that most runners check, but they won't be getting to that for a while. And it looks like Apathy is going to go ahead and take a route into this Lost Woods. That's the normal route, though, slightly differentiated the way they went.
And luckily, it's a place that they will check. It's not going to be hidden off in some obscure location.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Let's see. We got wow, powder in the mushroom shot. That's what we're gonna call a chocolate location. Semi-venom.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have early on. Looks like the bush crabs are dropping 5 rupees, which is somewhat useful.
Indeed, not too bad. Early map for Aussie there in Eastern. So the Forest Thieves hideout's got for us here, as Herecnus is making his way over. Probably gonna be doing a lumberjack check. And just a heart container. Hell, some early hearts, not too bad.
Definitely interesting to see Aussies choosing Eastern Palace over Kakariko checks. That's an interesting play to make.
Absolutely. You don't see that very often here. Got a super pack there for...
And we have Apathy heading into the Kakariko main to see all the normal checks that people usually do.
Yeah, I'm also going to get our lumberjack check. And just a missile pack there, so that's pretty much a dead zone there. So no Aga yet.
And now for one of the most heavily item-dense locations in Zelda, aside from some of the dungeons, we have a missile, super missiles, an energy tank, and power bombs. So perfect for Super Metroid, but absolutely nothing for Zelda.
Pretty much. See the back, 300. Hey, you know, good time for some rupees. Always meant to get those big early rupee drops.
Yeah, that's the Super Metroid DLC right there.
Indeed. Also finding a compass in the big chest. Still haven't found any major items in there, unfortunately.
Well, Solski's on warp speed right now.
Yeah, stream's catching up there. Big 20 start things off in the well. And just a pack of blueberries there.
There's definitely a blue crystal on EP, so that's in the brief second I got to see Solski's map check.
Yeah, I got the map check there. There's 2 crystals and a pendant.
Gotcha.
We also got a fighter sword from Apathy there, as well as a missile pack from the bottle vendor.
And Aussie's second to last check, or last check in Eastern, was just an arrow capacity upgrade, so that was kind of a bug.
Yeah, Eastern did not pay off very well, but he will be coming back there eventually and gonna reset back to Super Metroid. Got that Morph Ball figure, might as well go ahead and check it. Hopefully it doesn't lose anything out because we still got some spots left in Link to the Past. E-Tank for Apathy. Though, looks like Aussie might have made the right call. Early Super Metroid one might not be a bad idea.
Definitely not. Kakariko really didn't have all that much beside the sword. I mean, and some expansions and stuff, which are nice, but you know, it's not really pointing us in a direction of where we should be going.
Indeed. Oh, we got Lamp on the library. Oh, that's gonna be
We got a glove on the bomb chorizo, so I mean, we're getting there.
Early power glove.
It's kind of making it look like Aga's probably not going to be necessary because you're probably going to get boots before you need to get, obviously, the lamp to get to Aga.
Indeed. Ooh, blue mail on the race game.
It's always nice to get a change of clothes that early.
Get that early defense. Let's see what Omega Missiles has for us here for Aussie. And another sword.
Maybe I was wrong about the Agaseed. I mean, that's 2 swords so far, and we know where the flute is, or not the flute, the lantern. So all we need is the boots, so we can get our way up the tower.
Indeed. He's gonna head back in a Link to the Past. Meanwhile, Apathy heading over to do the escape run. Should be interesting.
I'd be almost willing to put rupees down that there's going to be a boots down here, but I'm not going to go with that.
Austin's gonna take that power glove. He's gonna check the back end of escape. 3 potential items back there. Certainly don't want to leave that behind. Got a heart container to start things off the escape run for Apathy. Let's see what Aussie finds in the back end. 3 potential items here. We have the map, Big 20, and 10 bomb upgrade.
I mean, again, not really all that useful, but necessary checks nonetheless. Now it looks like Aussie's going to head down to South Shore checks, do the dam, and then do Mini Moldorm and possibly Ice Rod Cave. That's sort of what I would do, but I'm terrible at this game.
I also got another 5-arrow upgrade there. Salsky found a small shield over in the moat heading into wreck ship. I can't talk today. We also found red meringue in the dam.
You mean best meringue? Looks like Apathy's setting up a death orb, but with the blue mail, it's going to take just a little bit longer. And there's a space jump in Zelda's chest. That's going to be nice.
Ooh, that's a find.
And we now have access to our can fly, so we don't need to do our IBJs today.
Yeah, no IBJs. Probably not even any CWJs either. So that's a double win right there. Ooh, we got some code red there for Salsky. Checks the back end, finds an E-tank.
And we got Aussie heading into Mini Moldorm, one of my favorite overworld checks, because there's almost always something.
5 potential items. Definitely not a bad place to check.
Answering a question in chat, Morph Ball was in Sahasrala's closet.
And total bust at Mini Moldor.
It's depressing.
Flippers on Desert Ledge.
So they're either boots or mirror locked. That's exciting. Or not boots, book or mirror locked. My bad.
And Harekness now going to be checking out Agina's cave. Meanwhile, Solsky taking Spazer. Getting an early crate check here. This is interesting here. We have very differing routes from all of our runners here. Another super pack there for Harekness. I'm amazed I'm able to keep up as much as I have. Normally, I'm completely lost.
You're definitely doing better than I am. I'm trying to stay, keep my eyes on the same screen, and they're going different directions.
Indeed. We got Ice Rod Cave. Got another heart container there for Aussie.
I did not see what was in the Dark Cross, but we know what's in the back, so it's going to be mostly trash. It begs the question as to where do you go now? You go to Kraid? I mean, you can take down Kraid, right? It's logically required at this point, so you might as well.
Yeah. Might want to stock up on some supers, though, just to be safe.
Sure does make the fight a lot faster.
Well, let's see what we got over here. We got one last item check. Just a missile pack. Not going to bother picking that up.
Solsky's going to be our first runner to get into the dance with Kraid. I wonder if he's going to take him to the prom or it's going to be the quick.
Oh, I think he's stocking up on supers there, but taking up that mini Kraid there. Not a bad move.
I mean, definitely a good decision when you don't have ammo and you know where to get some.
Exactly. Playing it smart here. All right, so indeed, is it prom time for Solsky, or will he reject it with the quick kill? Also getting his shield from the moat. Not going to bother trying to do the CWJ, or is he setting up for that? Oh, he's setting up for CWJ.
Yeah, he's definitely going for it.
All right, let's see. Solsky rejection. Nicely done.
And for that, we get half magic. Nice thing to have.
Bad.
Not really a requirement, but it's definitely a good quality of life item.
Especially this early on. We haven't found many magic using items, so that's going to really come into play later.
I believe that that CWJ is either continuous wall jump is what we're talking about.
Yeah,
here.
continuous wall jump.
I don't know why it's considered continuous wall jump because you're not actually bouncing off a wall.
It's just the way it's set up. I'm sure the community has a better explanation than even I can give.
That's good because I have no idea.
Right. Ooh, we got a bacon coin for Solsky finding Quake in the Kraid Reserve.
And we got Harekness checking the fake flipper locations. He's going up to check the man under the bridge right now.
Gonna check out the hobo. Not a bad call there. I've seen races that got determined by that hobo check, so not a bad call to make. You don't want to pass up those one spots. Solsky also checking out Upper Norfair. And let's see what the hobo's got for us today. 5-bomb upgrade and a big 20 for Solsky.
And there's bombs outside of the high jump room, and inside the high jump room, we will have something else.
Also, Apathy checked with Sir Hasala. We now know Green Pendant is at Ice Palace.
That's a blessing. I really don't like that dungeon. But there could be something in there, so who knows?
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned about these randomizers, always check Pendant Dungeon, especially Green Pendant, because those tend to be where they hide the good items, just a troll.
Yeah, unless Phantoon or the pedestal has something that we absolutely have to have, and then it's going to be a really long game.
Yeah, and considering that these combo randomizers already take a while as it is, that's saying something. So we'll say 15 minutes in, we're not off to a bad start. We've already got Morph Ball, we got Space Jump, we've already got Power Glove, and we've already got one of the medallions, plus 2 sword upgrades have been located. So we're not off to a bad start. Solsky hell running over to Ice Beam. Bit of a gamble.
This being a hard logic seed, this could be a logically required check, which is just some money. So I believe that puts Solsky up high enough to do a Zora check.
That is true. And Aussie finally getting the wreck ship play. He's finally got that CWJ done, so he is on his way there. Again, very early play for wreck ship.
Especially with the amount of health and ammunition he has. If he goes to Phantoon, it's going to be a really tough.
Absolutely. Very big gamble he's playing there.
Solsky using his reserve tank to make sure he doesn't die.
Wants to at least check Crumble Tower, not finding anything there, just a heart piece, so he is noping on out of it. Alright. Aussie now checking out inside of Rook Ship, finds just a big 20 on the inside there, and in the one dead check, as I would probably call it.
And it looks like he's making the run to Phantoon, so this ought to be interesting.
Bit of a challenge here for Aussie. Not saying he can't do it, but he's going to struggle, that's for sure.
If anybody can do it, he can.
No doubt about it. He's one of our top players for sure. Well, let's see how it goes. Now, bear in mind, folks, that with Phantoon, even though he's got more super missiles, he can't use those. Because unless that's the final shot, because if he shoots some super missile, it does double damage, but it also sends them into an enraged state, making them invulnerable and sending out waves of those blue flames. Not what he wants to deal with.
Solsky did a spectacle rock check on top with super missiles, and inside is an energy tank, which is what he's going to claim right now. Hrekness is in the dark room of the escape sequence. I did not see what Apathy picked up from the side.
No, neither did I.
Chat confirming that it was just $20.
So Escape had a couple decent items, but nothing of a super importance there. Oh no, actually, chat confirmed it was actually a heart container for Dark Cross.
So far, so good for Aussie. He's managing to stay pretty healthy with that fight. I can't help but take damage because I'm terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't do much better.
there it
Oh, and he
goes.
got him!
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. I mean, you can't really say with one E-tank and 15 missiles. Captain, I would say that I disagree. That's first blood goes to Solsky because he killed Kraid first.
Yeah. But still, that's still an impressive feat there to pull that off. Triple bombs from the old man on the mountain for Sol. Let's see what the rest of Rex Ship has. Admittedly, he's going to have some little bit of trouble with a couple of areas because he doesn't have that space jump that we found in Escape. But we'll see how that plays out. Apathy checking out X-Ray. Let's see what we find in here.
I really look forward to seeing him go through the spike room.
Ooh, Various Suit. That is a good check for Apathy. Well, that's it for Hell Runs.
Yeah, that makes life a lot easier and also opens up a whole bunch of new stuff for them to look at.
Absolutely. That's an amazing find. Apathy on the Metroid end getting very lucky there. Aussie now working his way through Rex Ship. Finds a heart container on that. I didn't see what he got on the other side because we were too focused on that Various suit, but might not have been anything important from what I can tell.
It didn't appear to be anything important, no. I do believe it was an E-tank because he does have 2 now instead of 1, so...
That would be a good guess, then.
I'm not entirely sure where Herecnus is at this point in time. Maybe inside the mountain? No.
I don't know why. He
Back
already
of the,
did.
back of the
No,
escape. He's in the...
Yeah, he went all the way to the back. They don't know where the power glove is. Now, Aussie in one of the most annoying rooms in a wrecked ship here. This is where that lack of space jump's going to come back to bite him because he could use that for this, but he will not have it. So he's going to have to rely on... This is more CWJs and more crazy jumps to pull this off. First try. Not worth it, but nicely done.
It makes it look so easy.
Seriously, I'd never be able to pull that off.
We got Apathy headed into Kraid's lair, so he's going to go smoke the lizard.
On Erectus making his way through Hostle's closet. He's going to be in for a surprise when he gets there. Also, we should note to our trackers that Apathy clearly has the morph ball because he's been using it.
Not that we're blaming you guys. It's sometimes the program just likes to, you know, not do what you want it.
Yeah. In fact, from what I've heard, we're using a new tracker tonight, so they're probably still getting used to it. I know Death by Snooze is a good tracker, so. We actually have to give credit to our new tracker. I think it's Ecure. I might be wrong. Apologies if I am.
Ecure or Icure. I mean, it's a fun thing to do, and we don't give the trackers enough credit because they keep us honest. And Apathy going with the second quick kill of Kraid for the night, so we're now up to it.
And I did not see the first item Mossy got upstairs in the attic of Rick's ship.
It's really hard to keep track of everything. There's just missiles and criteria power bomb.
Chat confirming his bloomerang hiding up there.
I mean, unless you're really interested in stun prizes, it's not going to be all that useful.
Pretty much. Well, we still got a few more items hiding out in Rick's ship. We'll see what we find there. Correctness actually going to go for the gauntlet play. Given space jump, not a bad call.
Apathy's picking up his bacon coin and on his way out of Kraid's lair.
All right, just a piece of heart there in the maze. This is where that lack of space jump's starting to hurt Aussie as well because he's going to have to go the long way up to get up to that item in the sky.
It's definitely not an easy thing to do.
No, you pretty much have to rely on these floating platforms and hope that they play nice with you, but it doesn't always work out as we see here with Aussie.
There was another glove somewhere. I'm guessing it was
in Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet. So we've got mitts. All we need is a pearl, and we got some Dark World access.
Yeah, I still haven't found that yet. And just a super pack up at the top.
The flute is in the back of the Gauntlet, though.
Ooh!
So that's going to be a very interesting thing to have.
Indeed, indeed. Rectus made a good call going for that Gauntlet.
And once he gets his Varia, and he can flute to Meyer and come in the back door to Lower Norfair.
Indeed. Speaking of Meyer, Apathy heading into Upper Norfair. No, I don't realize what I was saying either. But yeah, Apathy now working his way through Upper Norfair. Now that he's got that various suit, doesn't have to worry about hell runs.
Yeah, it's just a casual stroll through, lava. No big deal.
Correctness getting his glove from the other glove from the bomb chorizo, so he's got the Titan's mitt.
The space jump making the movement in Super Metroid just so easy and not even have to try for anything anymore.
Very nice. And Apathy now heading his way over to Speed Booster. There's 2 items in this room, and if he doesn't find the Speed Booster, he doesn't have to worry about the rising lava, which will probably make him feel real good and not deal with that.
Or if he does find it, it'll be even better because then he'll have it. So, I mean, it's a win-win, right?
Pretty much. Well, let's see if it pays off. What does he find down there? Finds a big 20 outside the room, and in the room itself, Wave Beam. That's not bad.
That helps. Part of our Quispy setup, right?
Yep, the good old microwave. Nice to get that early on. Aussie heading over to X-Ray. We know that's a good spot to find since we know what's waiting for him there.
He's just going to do it the hard way considering he doesn't have space jump.
I like a space jump's really playing rough with him here.
But he managed just fine. Apathy's getting ready to check the wave gate and go back. To find the magic cape.
Ooh,
interesting placement for that.
Gonna skip on that 5-bomb upgrade. Doesn't need that.
Now Apathy's heading back into the other side of Bubble Mountain.
Meanwhile, Solsky just turned in his bottle to Sick Kid and got a E-tank for his trouble.
It's always nice to have more health.
And got a heart just outside of Norfair Reserve, trying to get into that hole.
And we have
big 20 and an
big 20 and an E-tank. So, more health. I mean, can't go.
This early on, more E-tanks the better. It's once you get the bottom row filled out, then you pretty much can slow down on E-tank pickup.
Captain, no, he did not check Zora. He didn't have enough money to go up. Answering a question in chat, did Herecness check Zora
Yeah, I saw.
when he went up there? Just letting the other, the people who weren't reading the chat know.
Oh, we got Mushroom hiding over there in Bubble Mountain.
Oh, I hear you want a fetch quest.
Well, whether you want it or not, you got one. Now it's Ozzy's turn to take on Craig.
3 out of our 4 of our runners now have their various suit.
Yep, Reckless picking his up now. Solsky's the only one who hasn't gotten it yet.
His having space jump's going to make his exploration of wrecked ship entirely easier.
Absolutely. And another quick kill. That is 3 out of 4. Can we make it 4 for 4?
I'm guessing we're going to find out real soon.
Yeah, Reckless is already on his way there. No love for Craig tonight. He's getting rejected at every turn. But now, speaking of bosses, Apathy heading in to take on the Croc.
Everybody's favorite giant walking monster thingy.
Hard to find a real bad nickname to call him, right?
I mean, he's almost harmless. You almost feel bad for killing him.
Yeah, but he's in her way, so he's got to die.
I mean, Samus is a ruthless bounty hunter.
To say the least. Not even planets survive when Samus comes to town.
I don't think that's entirely her fault, though. She doesn't choose them to blow up. They just happen to every time she shows up there.
Still, it's kind of like Demolition Man, really. Down goes the Croc. Let's see what he was guarding. Just a big 20.
Solsky stepping in to fight everybody's favorite ghost jellyfish thingy.
Yep. Apathy dealing with the dead Croc. Try to get to the other side. Solsky in a lot better position to take on Phantoon. A lot more missiles and a lot more health.
And that Kakariko check definitely helped out their Super Metroid progression early on.
All right, let's see if the Herecness can make it 4 for 4.
Yes,
4 for
there it is.
4. Nicely done. All of our runners off to a really great start there.
And Apathy is going to check Indiana Jones room, I believe.
That is correct. Gonna start on the left side. Check, look, that's grapple beam. And
So
finds the note tank.
And he's actually picking it up. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be necessary considering what they've got so far, but
Ooh.
Oh, someone call Phantom Ryu because that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
And that puts Crocomire on the list of things we have to kill.
Yeah.
Well, that immediately doesn't really open much, but it is definitely probably going to be required.
Absolutely, and that was a good gamble there for Apathy, getting Kane of Samaria, which is most likely going to be required.
Because we already know where 2 out of 3 of our pendants are, so chances are one of those 2 Kane required dungeons is going to be.
Absolutely.
Or you could get really unlucky and have the big key of Ganon's tower be on the right side and not be able to get there without the key, or without the Kane. So.
Yeah, there's always that possibility. Slimmer chances, but nevertheless, we've seen stranger things happen on these randomizers.
Yeah, that's why it's called Rando.
Yeah, exactly.
Rando
right.
is gonna Rando.
So I think with this, Apathy's going to head on out, finds 100 rupees on the way out the door. And that's it for Upper Norfair. That's a full clear of Upper Norfair. The only items left are in Lower Norfair. Now, it's funny, we've gone this whole way and we haven't even checked most of Brinstar yet.
Yeah, no Green Hill Zone at all. Nothing.
Which is weird. That's not something you're used to seeing in these runs, but
this
there
could be
all
value there.
Given what we still got out there, it's very possible. Oh, and there's our check there for Dark World. Crystal 6 at Lost Skull Woods. Crystal 5 at Dam. Blue Pendant at Pod.
Yes, that'll be fun. All the long dungeons require you to do them.
Yeah, get comfy, folks. We're gonna have a long night.
And I'm willing to bet there's something useful in pod.
Again, always check pendant dungeons.
Problem is, we need the pearl before we can even get there, so, I mean, gotta do something.
This is true.
The fact that there are 2 swords that we've seen so far, and everybody only has 1, is still rather interesting to me.
Yeah, and what's especially concerning is we are running out of checks right now. Because I've got my own tracker up. I keep track of what items haven't been checked yet. We literally only have 1 item location in Logic that hasn't been checked in Link to the Past, and that's the mushroom check, which right now only 1 person can even get to right now. Well, actually make that 2, because Herecnus just got his mushroom.
It was like technically Zora's in Logic.
Actually, not in Logic. It's accessible, but not in Logic. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh, you know what it is? My map shows me, yeah, Zora's in Logic, but not the Zora Ledge.
Right.
I was reading my tracker wrong. That was my bad. Look how much easier Solsky's having checking that 1 spot.
Well, he still messed it up, too. I mean, it's even worse.
And yet it still took less time than it did for Aussie earlier.
Yeah, but he's really unhappy to find what he just found.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't see what these last 2 items were earlier because I didn't see what the bowling room or bowling room and
He didn't check them, as far as I know. Chat's confirming he didn't check. He didn't check there at all because he didn't. I don't think he had enough.
He may not have had enough bombs. Let's hope that doesn't cost him.
We have in the gauntlet. To answer your question in chat, they have flute and I think bombs in the back, and I forget what was up top. Was it a glove?
The other glove.
We're really gonna do better job of writing this stuff.
It happens. There's a lot of items to keep track of. I'm amazed I can remember half of them.
I can barely remember what I ate for breakfast.
Been there, my friend. I have been there. All right, let's see what Solsky finds here in the back of Wreck Ship. 2 more item checks to go. He's the only one who's doing anything new here, so let's see. Gotta get past these gong robots. Just a missile pack. And that's our last no tank. That's the last one. We've gotten all 4.
That's I guess that's good. You got the crappy checks out or crappy items out of the way. Now it's only can we get better.
Well, you say that.
So, I mean, surely it can't get worse.
So it looks like there has to be something in Brinstar, because that's the only area we really haven't checked much of yet. Unless one of these guys wants to gamble for an early Lore Norfair play.
Which is unusual, because Brinstar is usually the first place they go.
Exactly.
Although at this point, I'm used to seeing runners just completely blow it off. They just don't want to go there. I don't know why.
Well, they kind of had to go to Lore Norfair at some point, but as far as Brinstar goes, yeah, they need to check it. I think that's where Solsky's going after he takes a run of the gauntlet, which we know is a very smart play to make, because there is that glove and that flute waiting for him there.
It's going to be a very profitable gauntlet run.
Not something I get to say very often, because I've seen plenty of times where the gauntlet has been completely useless.
I mean, usually, 9 times out of 10, most of the checks in this game are relatively worth it.
That's where Sturgeon's Law comes into play. 90% of everything is crap.
Yeah, definitely. And with as much health as Solsky has, this gauntlet's a joke.
Absolutely. And that's not even accounting the fact that he's got space jump, so he can dodge that acid quite frequently. As Apathy Duck now taking on Phantoon and Herekness taking on Croc. Both one required, one absolutely helpful. Actually, both technically required, since we know what Croc's.
Definitely, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you need to kill Croc.
But he doesn't know that yet. He's just going for a gamble. Oh, Apathy got the enraged mode.
Somebody poked the jellyfish.
Yep. This is what happens when you shoot a super missile and it doesn't kill Phantoon. You get this action going on. Not fun. Not fun at all.
It's like 12 seconds of you just standing there trying not to die.
And I'll agree with chat. Yeah, Phantoon's a lot more crazy in Other M, considering he was supposed to be the final boss, and he's a lot more disturbing looking, and that's saying something because this Phantoon don't exactly look.
I mean, he's just a ghost version of Argus. And I wouldn't know, I've never played Other M, so that's kind of breaking my heart. And we got Solsky finally making his way into Green Brinstar, doing the nice mock ball to get back and find a tempered sword.
Ooh, wow.
Or no, that would be, sorry, that would be the Master Sword. It's red.
I know,
it throws me off every time.
Every time.
In theory, he will have the tempered whenever he finds whatever sword he's doesn't have yet.
That is true. And 50 rupees up top.
Gotta love how a blue sword is red. Throws you off.
That's just how this randomizer has to compensate. You get used to it after a while, but even I still get messed up from time to time. On his way over to the Edikun room. First, he's going to have to set up this jump. He's going to
farming some power bombs, yeah.
Gonna jump the hole, find silvers!
And a hammer. Still no pearl, though.
Still no pearl, but still. Hammer and silvers. What a fun. What else are we going to find here in Brinstar?
That's just the beginning, exactly. We've got a whole bunch more stuff to look for, too.
Oh, so let's give it a little bit of trouble getting into that little clove there in the Edikun room, but he gets in and finds a missile. With that, he's going to head into Pink Brinstar now.
Another area we haven't seen anything of yet.
Again, very surprising. Surprised nobody went this way after dealing with Cray. They all went to Norfair or Wrecked Ship.
It's 45 minutes in, and you usually don't see the first pink Brin checks.
Yeah, got a missile pack here in the center of Pink. Gonna check the secret spot here. And get some power bombs.
Never a bad thing. Herekness up top making his spectacle rock checks. I did not see what was at the bottom of Pink Brinstar there.
Just a big 20.
Solsky going to check the Spore Spawn Supers. And just a hard container there. We have Apathy in the attic of Wrecked Ship.
Honestly, about to get his cane. Now it's going to be out into the wave gate here for Solsky. Going to have to set up wave glitch.
Looks like he nailed it.
There. Nope,
Oh,
not quite. Surprised he didn't hear the sound. Oh. This is a very tricky thing. When you don't have wave beam, you have to be very precise with that super missile shot.
I've managed to do it like once.
Well, third time's the charm for Solsky. He got in. See if it was worth it. Nope, big 20. Yeah, that'd be my guess, is that he doesn't have sound on, otherwise because that's what you're normally supposed to do. You're supposed to listen to hear the gate open.
Last time I watched Solsky, he was just playing a random variety of music from different video games.
Oh! Moon Pearl found!
So there is our entire Dark World open. Brinstar having the goods today.
Indeed, indeed.
And you gotta think Solsky's probably thinking, crap, I'm behind. I'm just doing my Brinstar checks now. When he's the first one there.
Yeah, he's actually ahead. Meanwhile, Horekness, the goose, is loose.
All hail the magic whale.
You're so focused on Solsky, we didn't even notice Horekness activating his float.
It's hard to see everything. We're really excited about new checks, man. And we got Horekness checking the Mire area with the Super Bunny sprite. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Dodging the angry dactyl.
Very tricky to do this setup here. Looks like he got it first try.
That's impressive.
Clever there.
Not much value there, though. Just a heart container and some missiles. But we will be able to see what the medallion is for this place. And he's probably going to duck into lower Norfair as well.
It's Quake required, which is good, because that's the one medallion we have.
Yes. And here we go into the lower Norfair checks, the space jump location, or not space jump, screw attack location, and then probably gonna go take down, or not. He's just gonna.
No, he thought about it, and he's gonna go ahead and try it. He's gonna go take on Gold Chorizo.
Ooh, that looked like ether to me.
And a big 20, but he's gonna reset. He can come back and get that later if he needs it.
Which with the flute, he may go check North or Death Mountain right now with all the access he has. Or, well, we've already checked most of the left side, haven't we? I do believe that Spike Cave will be in Logic, though, because we have a hammer and cape, but he doesn't have his hammer yet, 'cause he
my
hasn't done the
tracker confirms, yeah, Spike Cave is in Logic.
Solsky's heading down to the business center. He might duck out and go to Death Mountain, but looks like he's gonna go into the upper Norfair checks first.
Yeah, he hasn't done those yet. And there are a couple of decent items there to check out, so not a bad call. To answer your question, chat, you only need gloves. You only need Power Glove for Spike Cave, but you also need Hammer. So that's only the reason why Spike Cave is open, and right now only Solsky can access.
Apathy dropping down to get his flute. I think Aussie's finally making his Kakariko checks.
Yeah, a little late to the party on that one. That's another rare sight to see Kakariko checks 50 minutes into a.
He's not missing out on too terribly much. Apathy's heading down to go check the green Brinstar locations as well.
Yep, and Regan is starting his run on Phantoon. He's the last of our 4 runners to take on the ghost. So we should be done with wreck ship after that. Salsky now getting his wave beam. He's like, I could have used that earlier, you know.
Yeah, that's what Rando does. It gives you things that you don't need anymore. Just like the hint system in, the version 31. Here's a hint of an item that you already...
Pretty much. If I had a dollar.
I wouldn't have to work anymore.
Exactly.
I could just do randos for a living. That'd be great.
I think that's the dream for a lot of us. Though for me, it'd just be doing commentary because I can't speedrun to save my life.
I would have to agree. I commentary and track because I can't play the games.
Apathy did indeed doing his Brinstar run, getting all the items that we saw Solsky get earlier. He's probably happy to see all those.
Aussie making a fake flipper check to turn in his mushroom.
I think so. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, that's where he's going.
Considering we already have powder, the mushroom is irrelevant at this point.
Well, depends on what item the mushroom is guarding.
But there would be no reason to keep it for fake powder later on, is what I was going for.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And just a missile pack.
So, again, fairly irrelevant anyway.
All right, I retract my previous statements. It was irrelevant.
And here we go with our first Zora check as well. He's going to head up there and check it.
Now, the only thing he can do is check Zora himself. He can't do Waterfall of Wishing. I didn't know they added that. That's cool.
Awesome.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh, he's just going to do it all the time now.
Thank you, Aussie.
Doing it for the memes.
That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to go.
Yeah, we know that the Potato Heads say something in the middle of the game, but they don't say something about Vitor.
Oh!
So the boots are on Zora Ledge, which the flippers are on Desert Ledge. So we need a mirror or a book to get back there.
Footwear blocked by footwear. Exactly, chat. Exactly. My God, that is... Woo, we got a chain going, folks.
It's an interesting, perplexing situation going on there.
Indeed. Let's see. What's our 500 rupees for today?
Ah, dang.
Oh, life lesson. We've been scammed again.
There's no surprise. We get scammed almost every time.
Pretty much. But yeah, we got a 3-way chain here. You know, we've got book or mirror blocking flippers, blocking boots. Actually, it's a 4-way chain because then that's blocking lamp.
Yeah.
4-point chain.
I say that Zora is almost always a scam, but yesterday's race, he had the morph ball.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. This seed be trolling. It'd be trolling hard.
And that's we also do have Magic Bat in play if we can get back there at some.
Yep. Since we've got Hammer, we've got Magic Bat in play. And technically, we also do have Swordsmiths and Purple Chest in play.
Curious as to what Apathy's doing back here. Yes, Captain MD, lava dives are in hard logic, but considering everybody has their barriers already, that they probably won't be necessary, but they might be, so who knows. I believe the lava dot is actually the gravity required ones, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Also, yeah, why is Apathy going to water? Oh, he must be stocking up on stuff because he definitely doesn't. You need Speed Booster to even check water.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of questioning. He must be just farming the power bombs because there's no other reason to be back. And Aussie being the last of our runners to pick up the flute. He also has his mitts now as well.
And Salsky getting being the last to pick up the cane of Samaria.
Apathy just picked up his moon pearl.
Yep, everyone's on track now, and Aussie's on his way to Brinstar as well, so he's gonna be getting all those delicious items.
The one time a Brin skip doesn't pay out. I do like the Green Brin music. It's kind of energizing. Ho! Yeah. There's the mirror in Blue Metro Brinstar. Ho!
Yeah, well, Salsky skipped that part.
That's gonna add some interesting plays. There goes our flippers. They're able to get now, and our temperate sword picked up by Aussie. And
bear in mind, there's still a couple item checks that a couple of our runners have already skipped over here too, because there's still Billy May's room up ahead that nobody checked.
Definitely true.
I know we checked this area here a little bit.
I believe there's a big 20 in the ceiling.
So those two items are out. But we got two items in Billy May's room. Alright, so let's see what that room's got for us here.
Ooh, the screw attack. Definitely one of my favorite items in the entire Metroid series.
Still, good call for Apathy checking out that area. Now he's got screw attack. That's going to make that space jump even more valuable for him.
He's basically an unstoppable ball of death at this point. And we got dipping into our not-so-hype cave.
Hyper gripe time. Let's see what we got here. We got a heart container.
An ice rod.
Oh, fire rod. Oh, ice rod.
I think it might have been the ice rod. And spring ball. And I think it was the ice rod. I could be wrong. It looks blue.
Still, I'd call that a solid 6 out of 10 hype cave there.
Yep. Being TR is a crystal, ice rod is required.
Jack confirming that was ice rod. So yeah. Still, 6 out of 10 hype cave for that. That is pretty hype.
I mean, 6 out of 10 just for the spring ball alone.
Yeah, spring ball not that helpful, but the ice rod, that's worth the 6 out of 10.
It may not be helpful, but it sure is fun.
All right, Apathy. Checking out Shaft Supers.
Solsky's going to climb the pyramid and give us a look at what's up there.
Just missiles at Shaft. And, oh, more fetch questing. We got Shovel.
I think that's just going to keep all of our fetch quests in play at this point.
And yeah, Miss Metroid, you have missed a crazy seed already thus far. We've got a 4-point chain. We've got the mirror, so we got to get to Desert to get the flippers, to get the boots on Zora Ledge, to get the lamp on Library.
And I don't think any of our single runners have that ability to do so yet. Because there's certain pieces of the puzzle that they're all missing.
Yeah, I think Solsky's the only one who can even attempt it. But he's gonna head over to Pod here first. First, before that, he's gonna make a stop over. Gonna have to pick up everyone's favorite little extortionist, Kiki the monkey. 110 rupees down the drain.
Especially considering Pod's a pendant.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble here. He has now entered what Dr. Bob Tastic likes to call the Mullet Mansion. The reason we call it that is because most of the keys tend to be towards the front of the dungeon, most of the items tend to be towards the back. So like any good mullet, it's business in the front, party in the back.
Indeed, and there's
Ooh,
Spacer up front,
Spacer.
so it's not all business up front today.
No, and Spacer's not a bad find. Since we don't have plasma, getting Spacer early, not a bad thing to find.
But it is bow-locked, and he's going to head over to the bow-locked side. And probably going to do a potion glitch to get back behind those mimics bat downs.
That seems like the plan.
It looks to me that Apathy is going to go activate his flute and start the colossal chain of chaos that has to do to get our boot.
And nicely done with the potion glitch there for Sulsky.
And now we get to see what the rest of these checks are, bearing in mind that they are out of logic. And Apathy Duck has set his duck free.
Got a big key for Sulsky there in Pod.
And a little key.
Yep. This is where that Mullet Mansion comes into play. A lot of keys in the front.
I mean, there's a lot of keys in general. I believe there's a total of 6 smalls and 1 large.
Sounds about right. The way the logic is set up, it tends to have the most of those towards the front.
Power bombs and the chest game in the Village of Outcast.
I didn't get to see that much earlier. And another small key for Sulsky. Zapsy Duck opens up Thieves Town, but he's not going to go in there just yet.
I believe these are our first checks of Village of Outcast as well. So far, bunch of garbage.
He's turning around and turning his bottle while he's here.
He's probably also going to do the Smith sequence, because he can. And probably the Dig Gabe and Stumpy and K45 and all that other stuff down there.
C-shaped house. That's a Mountain Dew.
Never a bad thing.
And he's going to make his run into Thieves Town.
It's a nice, easy check. High jump boost,
high
first
jump.
thing.
Little
That's
late.
nice.
A little late for those since we got Space Jump, but still.
Thieves Town tends to be a nice, quick dungeon. You can get in, get out, get done. Nice and quick, nice and easy. It's a crystal, so you got to do it. We have every item necessary to fully clear it. Solsky gonna take a dip into the dark maze while Apathy opens the third chest of Thieves Town.
There's our big key. That was inevitable. We know the big key has to be in the first 4 chests. Last chest up. 10 arrow upgrade. That means there's 2 items in the back end of Thieves Town, which is actually really good. Even though they have the hammer, they don't have to worry about the big chest in Thieves Town. That's usually a nice thing.
A lot of times I've seen anywhere the key locks itself back there, so one can hope it's one less check you gotta make. And it turns out that Pod was pretty much a total bust.
Yeah,
Except
he's
for that
out of there.
Spazer. I did not see if he managed to grab all the dungeon items or not, but he can't complete it anyway because he doesn't have the bow.
Pretty much. Honestly, taking the low route, the southern route in the Dark World. Gonna be checking out old Stumpy and probably Mirror Cave. Ooh, grapple beam.
That sounds like a suitless Shack tool.
Let's not jump the gun on that one yet. We still don't know if we're gonna find Gravity Suit soon. Super pack upstairs in Thieves Town. That means there's only 1 item left. Ooh, hook shot in Mirror Cave.
So both the hook shots are right in the same area. Nice.
Yeah, wrap your head around that one for a minute.
That's some incredible foresight.
And Solsky just checked that shovel spot, but I did not see what he got there.
I believe it's a piece of art.
Ah. Alright. Aussie 101 now going to be saying hi to good old Alec Baldwin and see what we got over the digging game. Oh, and Solsky get it. Ooh, early piece of heart there. And Solsky going to finally pull the check you've been talking about, checking out Magic Bag.
It's 8 digs for a piece of heart. I mean, he's going to do this now because he doesn't have his mirror. He's probably going to go over hammer himself into the Dark World and then come back and do the rest of the... Just a pack of missiles there, though, and knee tank in the big chest of Thieves Town.
That's all of our items there.
Honestly,
gotta check out
yep, go ahead.
the hammer
Sorry.
pegs.
Always a nice thing to check. And then he'll probably mirror do the Smith sequence as well.
Solsky now activating his flute.
Apathy dealing with the scripted boss. Blind. Super easy fight if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and he's got Tempered Sword, gives him a little extra range to work with. You get an extra
Well
pixel to the range once you get it. Nicely done there. What are the swordsmiths got for us today? Ah, bombsmiths, I see.
This is very high-tech bombsmiths.
And Apathy Duck claiming our first crystal of the race, taken out blind.
And now he's going to make his way to the southern Dark World and do his checks there. Solsky seeing the flippers on Desert Ledge and knowing that he can't get them.
Yeah, he left behind that mirror. He's the only one who didn't get it because he never went to Blue Bryn. He's going to be kicking himself later when he realizes that mistake.
Arachnus picking up his Moon Pearl.
Aussie getting the purple chest. Going to be taking that on a bit of a world tour.
Where is Solskjaer going now? Up the mountain he is. I lied. Going over to...
Oh, everyone rise for the length of past national anthem. And that's the final loose goose there for our runner.
And with that, he's probably going to flute down to turn in the purple chest and then maybe go check mine. Or he may go up the mountain and check Paradox and all the other stuff he can do up there, because there's a lot of checks on the eastern side of Death Mountain that we have not seen. That hookshot and hammer, he can also do Hera. He can clear the mountain, basically, except the only thing he can't really do is turtle.
He's actually heading back to Village of Outcasts. Oh, he's got to do Thieves Down.
Hurricane is coming out on the mountain. Going straight to the Mire area.
Yeah.
He is going to be able to pick up those flippers.
That'll probably clue him in to head over to Zora and get those boots. And then it's off to the races in more ways than one.
He can open Mire right now, but he can't clear it because he can't get inside. The waterfall fairy having just bombs and rupees, I believe, or bombs and arrows. Solskjaer going to be kicking himself in the pants when he sees what's on the ledge, knowing that he can't get down there unless he's got a second water walk stored, which I don't know if he does or not.
I don't think he does. You have to do something very specific to water walk here in Zora's domain.
To answer your question in chat, yes, Swamp Palace is now open with the current collection of items we have, and once somebody gets all of the items necessary, they would be able to clear it out. Correct me,
Small key on the torch.
So it's going to be boots locked, most likely.
But thankfully, we know how to get to the boots, so it's only a matter of time before someone comes back and checks that out.
Not going to be a terribly hard thing to do. I'm sure he'll come right back. Going to go over and check Checkerboard Cave before he leaves the desert area.
Not a bad call. Might even check Lower Norfair there.
Solskjaer picking up his mitts.
Yep, that... Oh, misplaced his mirror there. And checkerboard, we find just some blueberries.
I'm willing to bet he's probably going to flute to 2 and check the Zora. Nope, I lied.
Nope.
Sometimes these
Because
runners
he doesn't
do things
know
that I
that's
don't
there.
know.
The thing is, he might not know to check. He may not be thinking to check Zora. He's probably going to save that for later. But yeah, we know he needs to go to Zora ASAP.
First person with boots is going to be the first person to win.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'll definitely get a very distinct advantage to it if they do that.
It's also pointing out that book is not going to be required for desert access, as we can see. It may be required. I don't know if we might be needing the medallions to be checked, but right now it's looking like we're not going to.
Yeah, tablets could still be in play, but we definitely don't need it for desert, that's for sure. Apathy getting his flippers now.
Slusky gonna pick up his mirror. Aussie going with the hammer strats on blind for whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that, considering he's got Tempered Sword, but okay.
He's just doing it because he's Aussie.
Show it off.
It's hard to be humble when you're that awesome.
Alright, Sulsky getting his screw attack now. We're at that point, like, we know where they need to go. It's just a matter of who's going to get there first. But this is that slow point where people start just doing all the same stuff we've already seen a billion times.
Yes, indeed. What we're really needing now is a bow, a fire rod, and possibly another medallion to finish out. Oh, and maybe, just maybe, gravity suit.
Yeah, gravity suit could still be in play, though not required because this is hard mode logic. And Apathy, since he's got what he needs, he's going to go ahead and head into Mire. Now, bear in mind, the lamp is still required for this dungeon, but if they can do it without it, they can clear.
Those are some tough dark rooms to do, and by God, if you can do them, go for it. I always hate going into Mire without having the bow and silver arrows, because it just makes Vitreous so much easier.
It absolutely does. Austin now heading over to Graveyard. Can't check King's Tomb, but can check Graveyard Ledge. He also confirmed power bombs on Bumper Ledge, apparently. So that's out. And just a missile pack at Graveyard.
Small key in the first chest of Mire, so maybe a God Mire.
No, Godmire's when big key is at first chest.
I also noticed that he may not be able to clear this because I don't believe he has a fire source to clear the left.
Oh, good point. Yeah, he may get fire. He may get fire lock.
Would have been a lot better if he went to get his flippers or get his Zora check done first. And then 4-point circle or 4-point chain starting to come to a close.
Little by little, our runners are starting to get those slippers. At this point, we know at least a couple of our runners know where those boots are, so eventually one of them will go back there.
Like Apathy's got one more chance to, one more chest to check before he can no longer go any further. And there he realizes he can't go any further.
Nope. And Aussie gave me the first of our runners to head up to get those boots.
It's about time. I believe Stolsky's not going to be far behind him. He's going to take the portal and do the same thing.
Yeah, looks that way.
To answer a question in chat, the mirror was behind the morph ball, vanilla morph ball pedestal in Blueprints.
That is correct. And yeah, Sulsky and Aussie both going to be heading off to get their boots. They were the only ones that knew that were there, so they knew where to.
Apathy's probably gonna go check his hype or not so hype cave, depending on how you look at it.
I'd say our decently hyped cave here.
And now we got ourselves some go fasts.
The sports! What are those?
Makes you wonder, are they going to pick up lantern or leave it there?
Well, first thing first, Aussie's going to head over and check King's Tomb.
And Solsky's going to be right behind him.
Yep. What's King Tomb got for us today? Just a little bit of love.
And we got Apathy taking a dive into Swamp Palace.
Interesting.
Fully clearable, 5/6 crystal. Might as well.
And it's got 6 items, so you can't go wrong with that.
Definitely one of the more item-heavy dungeons there are.
And Solsky and Aussie got to be checking out Bonk Cave.
For some more trash. Seems to be an awful lot of big 20s in this race.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Aussie going up to check the lumberjack ledge, which we know to be useless, but he doesn't yet. He's about to find out.
Yep, Aussie and Solsky both checking it.
So I swear I'm watching the same stream twice. It's weird.
Feels like it, right? Look, it's just a delay between the two.
There goes Aussie to get his lantern, while Solsky's gonna thought he was going to Meyer, but that's because he went somewhere else. He's probably also going to get his lamp, which is the fire source we need to get in there.
And thus the chain is complete.
And now Meyer is clearable.
And that's exactly where Aussie's going.
I don't believe we saw an item in Meyer yet, did we? All I saw was a bunch of keys.
No, we did not. Apathy not going to check left side swamp here.
Solsky's actually going up the mountain to go. Looks like he's going to go to Hera.
Most likely. We've got a lot of item checks over there to check out.
Yeah, the whole east side of Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain are available, so that's a lot of items. Reckness finding out you can't have the purple chest on screen with trying to talk to Alec Baldwin, because he just doesn't like it.
He'll come back for that later. Not like there's anything important there anyway.
Yeah, he's not missing out on much. First check in Hera was a burrito.
Yeah, not having much in Swamp either. He may have to come back and do left side.
And Hera's fire.
Ooh, we got gravity. Gravity in Swamp Palace.
Well, at least there's something useful there. Makes you wonder, is he going to come back for left side?
Yeah, gamble if he does it, because there's still quite a few items left.
And here's the non-ghost version of Phantoon,
aka Argus. Solsky finishing up his coffee break there in the tile room.
Apathy going for Ice Rod strats on Argus. I believe that was a map in the first Firelocked chest in Meyer, a energy tank on Argus.
There's 2 items. Is he going to go back? And now for the worst cutscene in the game, because it's not the longest. They're all about the same length, but this is the only one where you literally just sit there and do nothing.
It's only 18 seconds. It is interesting how 18 seconds feels a lot longer when you can't see anything, though.
Exactly.
Looks like Apathy is headed over to do the backdoor portal into Meridia.
Vanilla Big Key there for Aussie.
So Biddy definitely has an item.
Nice quick kill there for Trolldorm.
I've definitely not been paying attention to what's been going on in Hera, but I don't think that anything's been going on because chat hasn't said anything.
I checked both. No, both items were garbage.
So just need it for a crystal.
Yep, definitely Vitreous has an item now. There's no doubt about it, because there's only 2 chests, 2 item spots left. Piece of heart. That's not a good. Meanwhile, Solsky gonna head over to Spiral Cave, and Apathy over in Meridia. Now that he's got that gravity.
Like he's headed straight for Dragon.
Oh,
Finding charge beam there. Well, that's going to be helpful. But I believe he's got the grapple beam, so he can still quick kill Phantoon, or not Phantoon, Dragon if he wants to.
Pretty much.
Solsky beginning his Dark Death Mountain checks.
And we're gonna get a little Keiko love here from Apathy. For those who don't know, one of those little mini dragons actually does spell out the word Keiko love in its movement pattern.
It's amazing the things we find.
I'm telling you. We got a power bomb and 10 arrows at the bottom of Paradox Cave. And Apathy going for the basic kill strats there for Dragon. Not going to use any special strats. And we got red mail. Big 20. 50 rupees. 5-bomb upgrade. And nothing at Paradox.
It's one of the most disappointing Paradox caves I've seen in a very long time.
Amen to that. Down goes Dragon for Apathy. And Aussie finishing off Vitreous.
Got so much going on. And that looks like 300 rupees, so again, just nothing in. Now Solsky's going for the Super Bunny checks. Messing up the glitch there to move the tire or remove the block out of the.
I did not see what Apathy got from Dragon.
I was not looking there either. I should have been. We have left side swamp checks from Heracnus. The second one was a missile. I didn't see the first one. Chat confirming there's a heart piece from him, and butter sword and morph ball bombs on Super Bunny Cave. So now we're cooking with butter.
Like butter. And Erectus got a big key and missiles on left side swamp.
And here we go with the medallion check for Turtle Rock, and it is Ether, which we know to be in Super Metroid. I just can't remember where.
Now we got Hookshot Cave for Solsky.
Right, chat confirming it's in the Showcase Showdown.
That's right. It looks like Apathy going to try to glitch his way over to... Oh, we got hover strats on Solsky's end, trying to do hovers. I don't know why. Oh, no, he didn't get hooked. Oh, he doesn't have hookshot. He missed that blow.
He doesn't have hookshot yet. And Aussie's taking a dive into lower Norfair. Solsky doing it for the swag strats. Only 2 more to go. There's the fire rod and hookshot.
Fire rod. I just gotta hover one more time.
I believe that. Never mind. I lied. I was gonna say I think that puts us in no mode, but we still need the. That means we're in bow mode.
We are in bow mode.
Worst room in the game made trivial by screw attack and space jump.
I'm into that. And I did not see what Apathy got in the aqueduct. Right sand pit completely useless.
Oh, is he going to check Shack Tool? It looks like he is.
Oh my! Yeah, he's going to Shack.
Is it going to be value or is it going to be trash? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if this is the bow, I'm gonna stop calming these things.
Solsky now heading straight to Skull Woods, going straight to Mothula. Not even bothered checking the dungeon. Figure he'll check that on the way.
Seems
and
to be
also
a common
taking
strat.
on the Rider Aussie taking on the Rider Pirates there. I call them that because, well, they're bug-like enemies doing drop kicks. So a reference to the Japanese superhero series Kamen Rider. Rider Kick!
And it was just an energy tank on Shack Tool, so all the hype's dead. Chat confirming that the aqueduct was supers and a heart piece. I gotta give a shout out to chat. They're keeping us honest. They're seeing things that I can't see.
That's why we love you, chat. Solsky taking on Mothula. He's got that butter sword, so he's gonna have no problem with this fight.
He would have if it wasn't coded.
Yeah, that's an old legend. And a big key on Mothula. It's actually a good thing he did not. Left side of Sandpit also turning out empty as Aussie taking on Ridley.
The big angry bird. I've actually been kicking his butt a lot lately in Metroid Prime. Apathy going up the toilet instead of down.
And over to Plasma.
And Ridley's dead. Nice and quick. For just some power bombs. Plasma is vanilla? What is this?
Oh my lord.
You know, I was thinking about saying that, but I didn't want to say it.
Seems it read your mind. And super pack for Solsky there. I think he must have found the other item in Skull Woods because he's out.
I also believe that Apathy Duck also has Charge Beam, but it's not marked on the tracker.
Yeah, he took out Dragon, so yeah, he definitely got Charge Beam.
A big shout out to our trackers. They deal with that tracking program that likes to eat your inputs and make you, forget that you click it and then it just doesn't show up. So, kind of makes you. I did not see what Aussie picked up and not Ridley.
Neither did I, unfortunately.
Arachnus just took down Dragon. One other quality of life item that we're really missing is Ice Beam.
Yeah, still haven't found the Ice Beam yet. Well, still got a few items in Norfair Escape. We might still find it there, and we still haven't searched most of them. There's still quite a few spots in Meridia we haven't checked yet either, so...
We also still have a lot of locations left in Zelda as well. Technically, Ice Beam could be on pedestal, yes, but I mean, if it's there, we're not going to get it. I promise you. Ice Beam is one of those items that's not required, but is nice to have, so it could be literally anywhere.
Apathy searching the watering hole with Heracnus right behind him. Both checking yellow Meridia, not finding anything.
Now we have Charge Plasma, which would have been nice 2 bosses ago.
Pretty much. And Apathy now checking the main part of Meridia here. Oh, he found Cane of Brian.
Somebody lost their cane there. Aussie's headed his way up Death Mountain. Apathy taking a check into, I believe, Mama Turtle room, see what's in here.
Yep, Mama Turtle. Got 2 items there. Got another bomb upgrade on the pedestal. What's on the side wall? Just a super.
At this point, ammunition is becoming less and less important with Charge Plasma. Charge Wave Plasma at that.
Yeah, I think at this point they're just focused on trying to find that bow. Which, based on my information, is not going to be the Super Metroid. Unless someone... Did anyone check the post-Batoon room? I didn't see that item get picked up.
I don't believe anybody has fought Batoon yet.
No, but they can check the item that's right after him. If you're coming the other way, you can still check that room. So, I don't know if anyone...
I do not know either. The Aussie 101 doing a Harapot skip, which gets you...
I don't know what he was doing.
Well, he got the Harapot skip because he didn't go downstairs. He doesn't have the big key.
Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh. 'Cause, I don't know, what he was doing. Oh
One of those new glitches that somebody just found.
I've seen the hair skip. I saw it last time I commed Link to the Past, but I didn't realize that's what.
He got it first try too, which was very impressive.
It's not an easy thing to do. That takes care of another Trolldorm kill there. So far, yeah. Looking at our map right now. Now, considering we defeated, actually, Solsky might want to go back over to the bomb shop because he does have access to Pyramid Fairy. That might be an item check.
Solsky hasn't cleared out Swamp Palace yet.
Oh yeah, good point. A mistake.
He
But
still doesn't
Apathy,
have his
taking
hook
a gold
shot.
He'll get to it eventually. He's probably on his way there now after. So at this point, it's literally ice. Turtle Rock's the only dungeon they can. Once they get that Ether Medallion, which, by the way, I think did Apathy go back and get that?
I think he just bypassed it.
Oh, he's gonna regret that decision.
I don't think he's going to go back to that room until he absolutely has to.
Yeah, he's gonna be kicking himself later when he realizes he needed that medallion.
Or chat saying that you have to come in from the other
Oh
direction.
yeah, that's right. You have to go the above way. He's got hopefully he'll be smart enough to go back for that because he needs that medallion. We know for a fact he needs that.
I don't think he'd abandon it at this point. Knowing
No,
that he
he's
might...
going around. He's going for it.
Aussie making the checks of Paradox. We know it's garbage, but he does. Solsky taking his dip into Mire. Gonna be nice and quick once he gets to Viddy because he's got the red mail gold sword. It'll be, you know.
It'll be basically a joke.
At this point, I can't help but wonder: is the bow in Turtle Rock?
It might be. It's the only thing I can think of. Because looking at my map right now, the only dungeon they can actually access right now is Ice Palace. Until they get that Ether Medallion, which obviously
correct.
Apathy just got, so he's the only one who can check Turtle Rock.
Except he doesn't have a fire rod.
Yeah, he knows that he's gonna be right there. Won't be a big.
It is possible that the bow could be on Sahasrara as well, yes. We do know it's not on Pet, so Pet is dead.
Yeah, Pet is completely dead because since Pod is a pendant dungeon, bow's required for Pod. You cannot have bow on pedestal. Oh, Ossie's about to pick up his fire rod.
Hookshot was
Admittedly-
on Cave 45, right next to the grapple beam on Stumpy.
Yep. I will say, considering we're just under 2 hours in, we're actually moving at quite a clip here.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad at all. Aussie doing the hover stress to get that last chest, because, you know, swag.
He's about to learn that ether is required for Total Rock.
Looks like he's going to take a run over and check Spike Cave. I don't know if we've seen Spike Cave yet.
We have not. We have not seen Spike Cave. Oh, and Herecmus now doing the shack check. He's going to be disappointed.
Solsky disappointed to find out that the big key is not anywhere in a good place for him.
Nope, it's in its vanilla location, and just a single rupee at Spike Cave.
That's just insulting. And he blasted Shacktool as a thank you.
Can't say I blames him.
Apathy taking on Ridley with his charged plasma shots. Aussie headed up to Skull Woods.
It's like he's gonna do the same strategy that Sulsky did and just run straight to Mothula. Not a bad call, I think.
Seems to be more and more of a common occurrence these days. I mean, I even do it, and I'm terrible at this game. We got Ridley
takes down Ridley.
Yep, and that puts him done with all the bosses in Super Metroid. So if he really wanted to, he could go kill Mother Brain.
Yeah, they usually save that till the end, though. That's usually the last thing they do. Even if they can do it right now, they'll wait till after they take care of Ganon first. It needs to be the MO for these.
I would have to agree with you. Solsky stepping into his Viddy fight with Butter Sword, Cape, Red Mail. This is going to be over before you know it.
Especially since he's got half magic, he doesn't have to worry about running out of magic. Get a few early shots in on Viddy before he comes out. And he's just not even wasting time. He's just going right to town on him. Woo!
Fun fact, if you swing your sword while you're invisible, your magic will drain at a much slower pace. And if you grab a wall with your cape on, you won't drain magic at all, because the game can only do so many things at once. Gotta love old games. Yeah, Mothula being kind of a jerk and staying up in the corner near the spikes where he can't get away, but finally going down for...
Yep, nicely done there.
Solsky about to take on the Golden Chorizo. Finding his ether medallion, or at least knowing where it is.
Yeah. He's kind of shooting some missiles off at it.
I believe he's actually wasting ammunition, so the Chorizo only does one form of attack instead of another. Because when you get to a certain ammo count, it'll only do the one attack over the other. I just can't remember which.
Smart move.
But I mean, it could also be rage shooting missiles too. I mean, it could be either one.
Porque los dos. Chat knows what I was getting at there.
I mean, I like tacos too. Looks like Aussie's gonna head down and do Swamp Palace next. Ragnis is diving into Lord Norfair.
Yeah, a lot of them are. So a lot of them are going to be coming back and getting that ether medallion at some point, which is what Sulsky's doing right now. It's a question of who's going to be the first one to get to Turtle Rock, and is the bow actually hiding there?
I mean, at this point, we're running out of locations for it. We know it's not on Eastern. We know it's not in. It could be on the right side of the desert, but who knows?
There's also 2 other small spots we haven't checked yet. We still haven't checked Pyramid Ferry, and believe it or not, we still haven't even checked Catfish.
It's a really interesting place to not have checked, but I mean, the routing just hasn't taken us up there yet.
No, it hasn't, but that almost worries me because I know from experience that 9 times out of 10, if you don't check Catfish World, that's where it tends to be hiding. I've seen it happen too many times to not consider that.
Yeah, Quakefish likes to do that to you. Looks like Solsky's going straight to T-Rock. With all the items he has, he can get through it.
Well, he's going to do Super Bunny Cave first, but he definitely needs to go to Hookshot Cave first to get that fire rod. Hopefully he remembers it.
Solsky already has a fire rod. He was the first one to find it. He hovered it.
Oh, I'm thinking Apathy, because Apathy's on his way up that way.
Okay, fair enough. I was looking up top, you're looking down bottom. That's why we got 2 eyes.
4 eyes, really?
Well, I mean, I'm wearing glasses, so you want to count it 6, I guess? I meant to say 2 pairs, but, you know, sometimes my tongue doesn't want to do what I want it to do.
Mouth goes faster than the brain sometimes. God knows I'm guilty of that.
Hey, we're human. They can't expect us to be perfect.
Apathy is making the Hookshot Cave play. Good call. He's going to be thankful for that later. But Solsky will indeed be the first one to enter Turtle Rock.
Is this where we need to go? Is this a Galaxy Brain Blade? I mean, we got it cleared anyway, but is this where our boat? And if it isn't, where oh where could it be?
Oh, we got 5 possibilities in here. Well, 6 technically, because Mimic Cave as well. We got 6 potential locations here. Can one of those be the bow? I'm sure our runners are praying for that to be the case, because they do not want to have to go through Pendant Ice Cave or Ice Palace.
Nobody wants to. Nobody ever wants to go there.
Early bit key there for Solsky.
So further entry would be fire rod locked. So luckily everybody's got what they need to get through.
Indeed. Of course, now chat's being evil. Bow on Sahasala.
It is a possibility.
And that's also an Ice Palace, so that the Solsky, why aren't you hookshotting?
He doesn't have the hook shot.
Oh, he went the wrong way. That's gonna cost him.
Did he miss going back the other way too?
Yeah. That's gonna cost
He's
some time.
going the wrong way again.
Yep, he's fixing that.
Muscle memory really takes a toll.
Indeed.
Aussie cutting through the squid with ease with a butter sword. A little bit of fried calamari.
Indeed. Zeregna's now taking on Ridley. We find there's our small key we need, and 2 small keys. Oh, chat thought of the most evil thing. Bow on tablet, Saha having book.
That would be pretty brutal. Really brutal.
Chat, I swear I love how evil you can be sometimes.
Which tablet would be worse, though? I'm thinking Ether.
No, well, yeah, maybe. Either one's, each one's evil in their own way.
Solsky doing a nice punt of the block over the wall to knock down the crystal.
Yeah, but that chest not having anything of value there. And officially all... actually, no. Oh yeah, yeah. Did Solsky not defeat Ridley? Huh. That's what he did.
He just went down there to get his ether tablet and then left. Hookshot is in K45. Ixixi? I probably butchered. Yeah, I definitely butchered it.
Alright, Vanilla Bicky chest. Just a little bit of luck.
It's been a relatively healthy seed.
That's for sure. Though I've seen seeds where they've come close to maxing out their health.
Somehow Apathy still has green mail, though. Oh, never mind. He's got blue mail. I thought he could. When he got turned into a bunny, it turned green for a second before he turned. So I thought it was.
Yep, and there's Pyramid Fairy on Aussie, but nothing there.
More and more disappointment.
It's gonna make finding that bow that much sweeter when we finally get it, though.
It's the only thing we're looking for at this point. I don't even believe at this point we need Speed Booster. It's not necessary.
No. Alright, Mimic Cave time here for Solsky.
Could this be it? No.
Nope. Did anyone see who was on the floating island, by the way?
I believe it's just rupees.
Oh, never mind. Compass in the big chest.
Answer a question in chat. I do not remember what was on the magic bat. I think it was a heart piece.
Missiles, I think, actually.
Or maybe missiles. It was something irrelevant that I decided to not remember.
Yeah. But at this point, the last place to check will either be on Laser Bridge or on Trinax himself, because we still have 3 items left.
And to be fair, Orange the Yordle, that is possible because we have not checked Waterway.
And again, we don't have Speed Booster to check Waterway.
So that's another really evil way to do it.
Yeah, let's hope we don't find Speed Booster anytime soon. Knock on wood, because we otherwise will be jinxing it.
At this point, yeah, I'm not saying anything anymore. Somebody stashed that bow really well this seed.
Indeed. That was always one of the trolliest items in these runs I've learned. All right, Laser Bridge time. Let's see what we got. The Vampire Skewer.
Arrow that's
well, we don't have the bow, but we found the arrow. That's a tease.
There's our ice
beam.
Nice.
Indeed. There's the small key they need for Trinax.
And a map.
And the map. So the last item's on Trinax.
Yep. I think Solsky with Butter Sword is going to get a nice 0 cycle of Trinax because it's easy. Solsky's a pro.
So that means we've got Full Beam going in a Mother Brain. That's going to be nice.
Yes, indeed. Oh, the pose on Catfish.
Oh, it's on Catfish!
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
That puts us in
no mode.
Yep.
What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier about Catfish?
If you don't check it, it's there.
Call that.
And Solsky did
call
get
that.
My God.
I call that.
What is Aussie trying to do here?
I don't know. What is he doing? All right, let's
what
see
in
what
the God's green earth is that?
What the heck?
What did he just do?
I don't know. I was not prepared for that.
I mean, I wasn't expecting. I thought he was trying to turn the mushroom in, for honestly, but then he destroys the game. Can somebody clip that? Because I don't know what that was.
Please, somebody clip that.
Ossie's so angry he ruined the game.
Good God. Just when you thought you've seen everything.
Trinex dead for Solsky. He's looks like he's going to Ice Palace.
Oh no, he's going to Ice Palace! Oh no!
The Trinex down for apathy.
Oh, this was exactly what I was worried about. Oh no!
So all Aussie has to do is go to Showcase Showdown and get his Ether Medallion, and he will be good to go, which means he probably doesn't... I don't know if he knows that it's the Turtle Rock required, so he's going to go all the way to T-Rock to realize he has to go all the way back to Lower...
Yep.
Luckily, the portal's right there, so it's not going to be right there in Mire, so it's not that hard to get to.
Still gotta go the long way around to get to it, though.
It is quite a distance to travel.
Yeah, chat making the right emote there. Not like this. Solsky was doing so well. He could have won this scene. He had just gone to catfish.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he has no idea that it's there. We didn't even know it was there.
That's true, but at this point, I would have checked the smaller spots because they're easier to get to than to go through all of this.
Yeah, it's much further out of the way to come down here than it is to go check Cat. And we got Oscar taking on the Armless Knights, and if you don't pay attention, they're going to be gone before you can even think about it. And there they go.
Silver arrows, that's it, yep.
So Aussie just needs one more crystal, which will be his Turtle Rock, which he needs to go to Lower Norfair to get. Solsky still needs his hook shot and bow. Apathy Duck needs his... He doesn't have his boots? What?
He has to have the boots. Yeah, I think they forgot to mark it again.
I don't know, I haven't seen him dash.
Couldn't have gotten to half the stuff he's done.
He did just do Turtle Rock in the dark, so he doesn't have the lantern.
Oh my God! You skipped that.
Hey, man.
He hasn't done Swamp yet either. No, he did Swamp Palace, so he had to have at least gotten the flippers.
Flippers are in desert though. He didn't go to Zora.
My God! Wait, did Ozzy break the game again? Oh,
I didn't see it that time.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. My God.
Well,
you better believe we're asking
I'll
about
definitely
that.
ask how he knew to do that and why he did it. Because
yeah, you know we're asking about that glitch. Good Lord, we cannot ignore that.
Looked like he nuked all of the Dark World.
Right? Good Lord.
Solsky's going to be very disappointed to find out that Ice Palace was worthless.
He'll find a couple of good quality of life items. He might still find Speed Booster or X-Ray or Book or Bombos, but he's not finding anything of progression here, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, there's nothing of value down here that's going to be all that helpful.
And yeah, chat pointing out, finding Speed Boost would be the worst thing to happen to Solsky, because then he'll be probably thinking to go to Waterway instead.
I haven't been counting items either, so I don't know if there's an item on Cold Stare or not.
He's still got a couple more chests to check.
I do believe he has the big key, so he will be able to check the big chest.
Yeah, I'll probably come back to that.
Gonna check out the iced tea room.
For, grapple strats.
And that's one barbecued shrimp. One of our trackers pointing out that the green pendant isn't a guaranteed item, and Solsky got his riot sheet after he did Laser Bridge, so, you know, at this point it's useless.
Yep. Now he's got the bomb jump across here.
It's one of the easier ones to set up, anyway.
That's true. And small key, and big chest. So yeah, I think the final item's on Cold Stare.
Aussie in the aqueduct. Or not the aqueduct, sandpit room, I mean. What the heck?
No, that was the room I was talking about before, post Phantoon.
Gotcha. He just go through like a wall?
No, it's the sand pit there.
He's gonna do a snail clip. Nice.
Very
easy.
nicely done. With Butter Sword, Cold Stare is gonna be no problem for Solsky. Corners them, nicely done. That was a quick kill.
3 crystals being hoisted about the same time on our 3 corners of our stream.
Yeah, Correctness and Apathy both killing off Trolldorm at the same time. Neither of which having any trouble.
Solsky's probably gonna head over and turn that green pendant in and be further disappointed. One of our trackers pointing out that he did go through a wall. It's just a hidden passageway that I didn't know. I was gonna say that can't be kind of glitch that we allow in this kind of race. Another thing I'm surprised about is Aussie's not using a custom sprite today like he normally does.
All right, let's see what Saha gives him.
Apathy Duck dying at the last step of Spike Cave.
Ouch.
I don't know where Solsky's gonna go back and do Lower Norfair, I'm guessing.
No. Well, yeah, he's probably gonna go take on Ridley real quick. Yeah, he's going to Ridley.
Not knowing that K45 is just around the corner to pick up the item he needs for his, I guess not go mode yet. But
Yeah.
I do not believe that Aussie knows that Ether is in Showcase Showdown, so he's over in Meridia looking for something. And Reckness making his play. Reckness and Apathy both making their play directly to the back of Skullwoods.
Now, we should also note while we're waiting on this is that while we have our 4 featured runners, we do have other people running this race as well. Aradris and Maximum Barnage, Rumblefish, and Tracy M are also running this race. And surprisingly, we have not had a single forfeit this race. That is actually very rare for this particular type of run.
And the hard logic really hasn't demanded them to do anything terribly crazy this seed either. There's been no really crazy lava dives or hell runs or, continuous wall jumps or anything. We had all of our comfort of life items pretty early on.
It's true, but this bow's probably going to start scaring some people. I will say that. Then again, unless some of them already got to Catfish early and have gotten their bow, we might see some finishes before.
It is possible, yes. It is possible that our runners are the ones behind. But we won't let anybody know who's finished until somebody of ours finishes first, because we don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, I never understood that point. I usually just announce it as soon as I see it.
You do what you want to do, man. I don't care. You be your own boss. I'm just here to enjoy the ride. I would say probably doing it in more of a tournament setting would be a more appropriate thing, but doing it for just fun like this, it shouldn't matter. And Herecness and Apathy high-fiving each other again in another boss fight together. Aussie stopping by to see our favorite digger.
Yep, gonna be disappointed there as well. Yeah, I think I'm kind of agreeing with Necro Zero in the chat. It's like, we have our first winner in 8th place. That's what always worries me.
Yeah, we're gonna have the entire race in chat before we even get our first finisher. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, though, truthfully told, I don't see that happening with these guys because I know a lot of these runners, especially Aussie and Solsky. Those guys are top tier runners. They won't let that happen.
No, not at all. It's just amusing to me that each person is missing a critical key of the puzzle. And down goes the bird for the final kill on Solsky.
Yep, that takes care of Ridley for everybody officially.
And Necro Zero, it comes down to execution. He may make crazy gambles, but he's also exceptionally skilled at some of the things he does do. As are all these runners. All these runners, they work their butts off for this. So I would say go give them a follow. I'll pop up their names so you can give them a follow real quick.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I've seen all 4 of these guys in previous races, and they are all very good runners. I certainly have nothing bad to say about any of them. So
and if you feel like it, you can also go give my co-commenter the Shades or myself a follow, along with our 2 trackers, Duderk Zero and Ikir or Akir, however you pronounce it. I'm sure I'm gonna keep butchering it till he tells me what. Tracker's doing a great job behind the scenes, keeping us honest, dealing with a really finicky program that likes to eat your inputs all the time.
I will always say the trackers are the unsung heroes of these races because God knows we wouldn't be able to keep up with all this trying to do it ourselves. Trust me, they used to do that back in the day. Was not fun.
It's hard enough to try to remember the things we've seen, and I mean, never mind remember where they were. The only reason why I remember where Hookshot is because Grapple Beam's right next to it. Herecness getting his big red bomb to go blow up the Pyramid Fairy, and Solsky making his ascent through Mount Rid.
Indeed. Still waiting on that big play. Who's... Right now, I'd say Aussie, because simply for having that bow, has the lead, even though he's still got one more big play to make. He's still got to get through Turtle Rock.
Looks like Apathy's going to go check Catfish and Zora. So he's making that play. I think once he makes that play, he's going to get his boots and his bow. He'll be the first in go mode.
Hopefully. Also depends on Aussie. If he goes to Meyer and sees that Ether Medallion in Showcase Showdown, then he'll probably be the first to go mode. It's going to be close, folks.
Well, it looks like where he's headed right now.
Oh, this could got to be interesting. This is when the race starts getting intense, folks, because this is when the fun starts. This is when things start getting really close. Yeah, he's going to lower Norfair.
And Aussie still has to do Turtle Rock, whereas Apathy just has to do Eastern and Meyer.
Yeah, either way, that's still pretty big. Meyer might take him a minute.
And Meyer being the layout that it does have, it is going to take a minute because there is a lot of checks you gotta. And there's our bow. Now he's gonna run up and get his boots that he hasn't had for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, nope.
Nope. He's going out. He's heading out. He's done. But truth be told, does he really need them?
I mean, no, but they're nice to have.
They're nice to have, but it's not necessary. So I can go ahead and say it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check your phones, your watches, your time, keep your devices at this time, you will find that Apathy Duck has officially entered Go time.
Oh, man. One of our trackers bringing up a good point. It's Schrodinger's Go mode because if the Ganon Tower's big key is on the torch, Apathy will not be able to climb the tower.
That is a fair point, but the odds of that are admittedly rather slim, so...
It's less than a 5% chance.
I'm not exactly counting on that to be the case.
But knowing this seed, at this point, it's 1 in 22.
And Arachnis getting his bow at last, but he is also not in Go mode because he still doesn't have his medallion.
Mirroring on a rock, and Solsky's doing a suitless Meridia.
Well, if we weren't calling it for Apathy, we're definitely calling it for Aussie, because Aussie just entered Go mode. He got his medallion.
Yeah, and he's just going to go clear out Turtle Rock, and he'll be right there next to Ganon's Tower, so... Get your bootstraps on, boys. It's going to be a good one. I don't even remember what Gravity Suit was, but Solsky doesn't have it.
Nope, suitless Meridia. That's going to cost him a lot of time. That's going to hurt. He can do it, but it's still going to slow him down a lot.
He's still looking for his hook shot. He's nowhere close to it either.
Yeah, he needs the hook shots because Swamp Palace is a crystal. He needs that hook shot. That's going to cost him. He's hurt himself a lot as Arachnis is going to get his boot.
Solsky's fallen pretty far behind at this point. But as we said, sometimes the gambles, you lose. Aussie getting his way into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I'd say at this point, it's Aussie's race to lose. I mean, yeah, Apathy's finishing off Farmos Knights now, so he's going to be right behind. But again, if that 1 in a million chance happens and the big key is torch locked, then Aussie can't lose.
Well, to answer your question in chat, they're relatively close. Both have one dungeon. Apathy's going to go to Mire, which has to be full clear to get the big key, and Turtle Rock also has to be full clear because the small key layout requires you to do almost every row. So, it's going to be pretty close. Yes, a tracker pointing out that Apathy did half of Mire earlier when he didn't have Firelock side. So he's going to go do the Firelock side first.
That's going to save him a little bit of time for sure. So, but also bear in mind, there's also the fact that it's going to take Apathy a little extra time to get up to Ganon's Tower, whereas Aussie's going to be literally right there. So
yes,
that's going to be a different time.
Apathy has to make another mountain climb, and he does not have the boots.
So yeah, don't count Aussie out yet.
And Apathy has to do the back half of Mire in the dark, which are some of the most difficult dark rooms in the game. As far as that's concerned, once we get to Ganon fight, it'll be easy. Everybody's got gold, butter sword, red mail, silvers. It's going to be really easy to take down.
Oh yeah, it'll be a joke. It's whoever gets the big key to Ganon's towers first pretty much wins the race, bar none. Because by then, you know, Mother Brain's gonna be pretty easy, and Ganon's gonna be pretty easy. Like they've got nothing to worry about after that. It's just a matter of who gets there.
We've got the full charge beam combo. We've got every item you could possibly want to take down Ganon. I mean, it's just, it's over. You know, I mean, but yeah, and it could be the boots too. I mean, that chance that the big key is on that torch could really ruin it for App. Salsky's headed into the back portal of Meridia now without his gravity.
Another good time save here for Aussie 101. He's skipping Mimic Cake because he knows there's nothing there, so he's just going straight to the back end.
It does help. And I do believe that the key to get onto, or the laser bridge key was on the third chest, so he has to go through almost the whole thing to get.
Yeah, but that also means he'll get Ice Beam along the way, so he'll be in good shape going into Mother Brain, too.
Also helpful. I lied. He already has a key. So he's not going to check laser bridge at all.
I don't think it's going to hurt him too bad on it.
It's not. I mean, what is it? Just an extra minute to power bomb them?
Almost tried to get the double cane strat there, but couldn't quite pull it off. As Erecnus now takes out the Armos Knights.
Gravity suit was inside the waterfall chest in Swamp Palace. And here we go with Aussie doing a nice, quick zero cycle of Trinet. That butter
He didn't even let the heads go out at all.
Yeah, no, he's at this point he's ruthless.
All right, well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, there are 22 possible item locations inside of Ganon's Tower where that big key could be hiding. Get your guesses in chat. Where do you think that big key is going to be? I'm calling 13.
Apathy was having some issues with the spooky action glitch trying to get past the blocks here. I'm going with my standard guess of 19 because 19, everything is 19. And the silver arrows destroying Vitreous.
One shot for the little ones, two for the big guy. Game, set, match.
One of two bosses in the game that takes more than one silver arrows to kill. Of the bosses that can die to silver arrows, anyway.
This is true. All right, let's get the count going, folks. Let's find out where that big key's hiding today.
Got a left side check first. Number one is going to be a big 20. So it's going to be go mode for both them, Aussie and Apathy.
Speaking of which, where's Apathy going?
I have no idea.
Wait, is he No! He's going to Ice Palace!
Why?
2 small key, 3 small key, 4, missile, 5, small key. A lot of small keys there.
What's Apathy looking for at this point?
That's what I'm wondering. Did he mismark something and thinks there's something here in Ice Palace? There's not. All right, 6. Piece of heart. Number 7. Another piece of heart.
Hope room's filled with love today.
Indeed. And he's gonna do tile room.
I mean, for the memes, man, this is Aussie, dude. Aussie does all the crazy stuff. Apathy's not even checking chest. He's go-moding Ice Palette.
Does he think it's a crystal?
He must. He must think it's a crystal because I
Oh,
don't know any other reason why he would be.
That's gonna be a problem.
It's going to be a shocking experience when he gets down to the bottom and sees a green pendant fall out of the sky.
Indeed. 8. Chest number 8 being an E-tank there for Aussie. Get a little extra health.
That's another question we're going to have to ask when we get him in for an interview if he decides to come in.
Indeed. What do you mean never tile room? Always tile room. All right, number 9, missile. Number 10. 10! Big key at 10! Nobody even came close.
Yeah, the closest would be 12, and that would be Sarates at 12. Or Orange to Yordle at 8, depending on which way you go, which rules you follow.
I'll go by Price is Right rules, so yeah, Orange gets it.
I think Apathy just realized that he made a mistake.
I think so. He's like, wait a minute, I don't need to be here. What am I doing?
Well, we had a race, and unfortunately Apathy made a poor decision and decided to throw it.
Yeah, unknowingly threw away the chance for a close race there. As Aussie now working his way up the gauntlet. And most likely, Apathy's going to go right side first, find there's no key, and have to go back the long way around, so that's going to cost him time.
Indeed. Arachnus is making his way to Vitreous.
Yep, and he's only got Turtle Rock left after that, and he's already got the medallion, so he's in good shape.
Yeah, he's definitely Solsky's hurting right now. Solsky's missing the hook shot and the bow.
Way too much.
We will find out what's on pedestal when the through the ending credits stage. It tells you what's on it every time you end the game.
Actually, no, we won't, because all of our runners are going to be finishing Super Metroid.
Oh,
so we're not
you're right.
We will never know what's on pedestal. The only way you can find out what's on pedestal is if Ganon is the last monster to beat. But
I forgot
everyone's
about
going to be defeating him. Yeah.
At this point, Aussie's not going to open anything else. He's got everything he needs to conquer this game.
There's literally nothing he could find. I mean, at best, he could find maybe Speed Booster, but that's it. And even then, that's not really required.
It's not worth it. Not worth the time.
Very nicely done there with those style rooms.
He's cruising through the gauntlet so fast, I didn't even pay attention to how fast he's going through it.
That's why Aussie's one of the top runners in the community, man. This guy knows what he's doing, and it's showing right here. Once it gets down to execution, this guy is a beast.
Apathy duck checking left side first to make sure that the torch doesn't have the key, being saved by the fact that it doesn't, so he can continue.
Smart move there, honestly.
I don't have any idea where Solsky's going now.
Solsky's completely lost.
He's going to be really disappointed by that single rupee at the back of Spike Cave.
Oh, he's going to be ticked. On the Troll Arm 2 for Aussie. With Butter Sword, this should be no problem.
I think he's going to try to bomb clip or jump clip it.
This ain't worth it, dude. You got Butter Sword. Just kill him quickly. It'll take you less time to do that than to do all that.
But it's not his swag.
Hey. Oh, yeah, now he's setting up bomb strap.
Oh my god, and he got it!
He got it! You crazy son of a gun.
Aussie's doing it for the memes, man. That's what he's all about.
And yet he's still likely winning the entire race right now. I don't think we still haven't gotten to finish. There's a good chance he's in the lead.
Aussie's always wanted to put on a good show.
All right, on to Act 2.
Using his weapon of choice, bombs. That was a double, I believe.
Yeah, at least a double there.
And another
Ooh,
one.
nice double there. That's a...
Yeah, double, double, double. Nice.
2-2-2. Nicely done.
Apathy Duck
Now
got
it's
his big
time.
key.
Yep. And now it's time for the big pig.
I wonder what fun fact that Ganon's gonna have for us today.
Let us find out.
Solsky doing the Smith chain. Oh man, I love that movie.
Yes. Can't go wrong with Mel Brooks. You really can't.
I don't think I've ever seen that quote from Ganon before.
I've seen it a couple times. Of course, like we said, Buttersword just blazing through the first 2 stages again in there. Already on to stage 3.
Wait, this is a boss fight? What happened?
Right?
I don't think the powder's gonna work, Aussie. You can try though.
I'll be shocked if he goes for Torch Cliff to be free it up.
Seems like he's trying to do something, because the last time he used powder, he blew up the light work.
Yeah, he's going for something crazy here, because it's Aussie. I think he's giving up that idea.
It's got our
Double,
single G.
down goes Gan.
Single G in chat,
folks.
guys, for Aussie, taking down the big pig. All he's got left to do is descend into Torian and take out Mother Brain.
Indeed, indeed. Nicely done by Aussie.
It's a beautiful Ganon fight.
That was near perfect is what that was.
Solsky's got his grapple beam and his hook shot now, so
Finally getting
not
back on
sure
track.
why he's continuing on. He's got everything. Oh, he doesn't have gravity yet.
He doesn't, and he doesn't have the bow.
Oh man, Solsky,
He
you're
still
killing
hasn't
me.
got the catfish.
Oh, he's hurting.
That is just torture.
Is he gonna drop the purple chest? What's he doing?
What is he doing?
Oh, he's gonna go flute, take the chest, and come back get the red bomb.
Ah, clever.
Interesting pathing.
Aussie picking up the 10 arrows there on the way through Terminator.
Apathy in the spinning torch room that I really don't like.
I don't think anyone likes that room. It's such a pain.
It's one of the worst rooms in the dungeon, for sure.
But for Aussie 101, it is on to Torian.
Keep in mind, he doesn't have the ice beam, so he's going to have to use 3 power bombs apiece for each room filled with Metroids.
Yep, he's gonna have to play these rooms out very carefully here.
So he's got like 14 energy tanks. He'll be alright.
Yeah, and he'll probably won't be doing baby skip as a result. And if he keeps doing it this way, he should be fine.
Oh, Apathy's out of bombs to get through the wall before Troll Dorm 2.
Oh, he's got one. He just gotta make sure he doesn't miss. He's good. He got it.
That was close.
Cut that one close, yeah. That was cutting it close.
He's still looking for them boots.
Yeah, Apathy never got the boots. So he's gonna have to do this. But thankfully with Butter Sword, Troll Arm 2's no problem at all. And that's the end of the Metroids there for Aussie. All that's left is the baby.
Is taking down the second head of Trident X, now taking down the third, and he'll be entering Ganon's tower shortly. I did not see if he picked up Ice Beam on the laser bridge or not. I'm guessing that he did not.
Honestly, definitely just not gonna do baby skip. He's just gonna take the hit. Not surprised there, honestly. As Apathy working on Aga 2.
Some really nice patterns for him. The last hit was a triple. Solsky's getting warmer and warmer to his final item.
He's about to kick himself.
I'd almost be willing to bet that once he sees the dot done, he's going to dot forfeit.
I don't know. Solsky's not the kind of guy that normally does that.
No. I mean, at this point, it's hard to say what anybody's going to do, but he might. But I doubt it. He usually likes to finish things out because he's a good showman.
He's a trooper to the end. Nonetheless, really... Apathy now working on Ganon. Correctness entering Ganon's tower, and Aussie has reached Mother Brain. Not even going to do the Zep skip. It's a shock.
I haven't seen a vanilla Mother Brain fight in a very long time. To be fair, as our tracker's pointing out, he doesn't have a speed booster or the ice beam to do so.
Oh, yeah, good point. He can't do Zep skip. He's kind of caught on both ends there. But nonetheless, down goes Mother Brain. Down goes Mother Brain 1. And it's, hope you guys are hungry, because we are off to McBrainies. Because Mother Brain's attacks are very, very food-based when you think about it. You've got French fries, you got onion rings, you got tater tots, and you top it with a nice good old ketchup beam. And for dessert, a nice rainbow sherbet beam.
It's not a restaurant I'd want to eat at. Apathy Duck taking down Ganon, so let's get a single G in chat for him.
And all those people saying brain is not food. You know, in some countries they do serve monkey brains as a delicacy.
You've been watching too much Indiana Jones.
they do say that actually is a real thing.
That just doesn't sound tasty at all.
Hey, I say don't knock until you try it.
I'd be one of the few things I wouldn't want to try. It's just like mountain oysters, man. Once you know what it is, it's kind of hard to say yes.
Well, we are getting stand-up glitch here for Aussie as we get to the final stage.
Aussie blazing, or not Aussie, Solsky blazing his way through Eastern Palace. Herecness in the Rando Room. Apathy making his way through the beginning stages of tour. Rando Room had the book and Bombos.
Oh, jeez.
So Herecness is really going to fill out his tracker today.
Also going to do as much damage as he can here. Take out Mother Brain as quickly as possible. You do want to be careful. You do not want to drain all of Mother Brain's health until you have accessed the Hyper Beam, or else you can soft lock your game. You do not want to do that.
You also don't want to have a shot on the screen when you have the Hyper Beam activated. 5 shots away. 5 shots with the Hyper Beam. You knocked it down.
Nicely done.
And now we
And
have
I have
3
been
minutes.
corrected.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, learned something new. I could have sworn that would have caused a soft lock. Nonetheless, but as you were saying a minute ago, yeah, Aussie 101 now has 3 minutes to get the heck out of there.
And our tracker pointing out that we had 2 simultaneous Armos kills, 1 in Eastern Palace, 1 in Ganon's Tower. The chests behind Ganon's Tower, Armos gave the X-ray scope.
I was wondering where all those items were hiding.
And it looks like Apathy Duck's also not going to try a baby skip. And I'm going to put money on it now that he's not going to save the animals at this point. Nobody ever does.
I don't think so. But he is going to have to take the long way up the shaft because he does not have the speed booster to Shine Spark up. But his wall jumping skills proving to be bad. Proving to be on point there. Look.
Would be curious to know where it was.
Good question. But, yep, nope, he is not saving the animals. So, I think we can safely call it at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, Aussie 101 has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 6 seconds.
GG to Aussie. We'll see if we can get him in here for an interview. I'm sure he'll pop in. Apathy Duck on his Mother Brain fight. Mother Brain phase 1 down, coming up on phase 2.
Indeed, indeed.
Correctness blazing his way up the tower, and Solsky clearing out his final crystal. And we are joined by Aussie 101. GG's Aussie.
GG's Restream.
Man, what a race, my friend. So, I think the first question is how about that bow and catfish?
I felt really behind, so I thought maybe that was something that would keep me in the race. But it came right after gravity, so you could easily do what I did and go up to Catfish and get your bow, and then go to Meridia. So the routing-wise, the Catfish fit in pretty well, so I don't see it being a big factor.
No, it worked out pretty well. You were the first one to find it. Though I do have to ask, there's something that we noticed during the race that, quite frankly, we need to talk about. What the heck happened at the witch's hut?
Yeah, that's a newish glitch. It's pretty new. It does carry over between walking between screens. So I didn't show off all that it can do. So that's why I was a bit sad about that when I went to Zora, because I had a long walking sequence up to Zora. But when I did show it, I mirrored right after and I fluted right after, and that cleared it. But you can walk around the whole world with graphics like that.
It was very interesting. We thought you were just so mad at finding Bo that you decided to nuke the entirety of Light.
No, it's just a really neat glitch I wanted to show off.
Yeah, fair enough. It just something that caught us off guard on that one. I'd never seen that before. Also, I should note, if you had taken the text, even just the extra second to go through Laser Bridge, you would have found your ice beam.
I believe it was the second chest.
But no speed, it looks like.
Nope, still don't know where it is.
We literally found every other item in the game, but we never found Speed Booster.
Yeah, I got my plasma right before going back to GT for Ether. and I was happy to see Plasma. And then I got to Turian and realized Ice Beam would have been far better.
Yeah.
We're only a couple steps away from it, my friend. Apathy Duck's done with Mother Brain, and now he's going to make his escape. Probably
Indeed, and
also
we should
going to
also-
skip saving the...
Yeah, and we can also confirm that Maximum Barnage has taken second place with a time of 2:46.08 and even got a PB by 31 seconds from their previous time. So congratulations, Maximum Barnage.
GG to him. Solski's headed back to Meridia to take out Dragon.
So I tried to cack skip in the seed, and it almost let me do it. It was really close to being a cack skip seed.
Yeah.
But it did have the second pack of power bombs, and you needed those to get everything in Bryn Loop.
Which was checked extraordinarily late in this seed. The Brinstar loop was checked far later than I expected it.
And it had everything.
Right?
Indeed.
That thing was packed. But still, yeah, this wasn't really all that bad a seed, all things considered, because the items were pretty well, I mean, 242, that's a pretty good time for you.
Yeah, it's a good time, but I still felt really far behind with how I routed it.
Understandable there, but before we go any further, we need to go ahead and send some GGs out because, ladies and gentlemen, Apathy Duck will be taking third place with a time of 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 19 seconds.
As Heraknis drops down into the Ganon fight, Solski's taking on the Big Shrimp. GG's to Apathy Duck. We'll see if he hops in here as well.
Had a little typo there in SRL.
Keiko Shrimp is dead.
Nicely done.
And we are joined by
And-
Apathy Duck. GG's Apathy.
Oh, GG.
GG.
So how'd you feel about that seed tonight?
I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were kind of curious as to why you were headed into Ice Palace.
Because I can't count. That's what. I even caught it. I saw my tracker. I'm like, I think I have too many crystals. I'm gonna check my map again later, and then I just didn't.
Would you like to know where your boots were?
Yes. Where were the boots?
We were on the Zora ledge.
Of course they were. Okay.
We had ourselves a nice chain. It was the mirror in Blue Brinstar to the flippers on Desert Ledge to the boots on Zora Ledge to the lamp on Library.
Yeah, I was gonna do like the ledge after swamp, but like that whole area. But I got grav, so I was like, well, I already got what flippers was leading to, so I'll go there. And of course, there was nothing in Meridia.
Except for a boss kill that you need.
Yeah, but the rest of it's long. I shouldn't have kept plasma. I mean, my ammo was low. I was a little worried about that, but I mean, I already had charge. I think carrying plasma out wasn't correct at all.
Salsy's getting really body blocked by these dead rocks outside of the old
Dead
man's-
Rocks, the unofficial mascots of the Link to the Past randomizer, because they are the biggest trolls that you will ever find. I consider them worse trolls than trolls.
Let's get a single G in check for Heraknis while we've been talking. He just killed Ganon. He's on his way to the Mother Brain.
So, did you guys enjoy seeing Siri Station on Restream?
Yes, we actually got a clip for you.
Thank you. Yeah. So what? I blew between that and Ice Palace. I blew a solid 4 minutes on just not paying attention at all to what I'm doing.
Definitely cost you second place.
It cost me second. Not the file didn't, but Ice Place cost me second, for sure.
I think the combination of the two probably cost you second place.
I
probably
know it was 27 seconds when I started the actual rando. I know that, so I lost 27 seconds to that, and then Ice Palace is like a 3-minute dungeon to get through. I mean, at least I figured it out before the end. I didn't kill Cold Stare.
I was really
Yeah,
curious.
you probably would have been
I
kicking
saw
yourself.
I saw the descent into Sirius Station. I was like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen.
I was like, when did they put this in?
I was thinking the same
we
thing.
admittedly had a good laugh.
Yeah. So.
Hrekness is making his way into the Torian area while Solski's stepping footed again his tower.
Yeah, I think Solsti's going to be the only one of our free runners to cross the 3-hour mark. I think Correctness is going to make it just before that.
Hrekness does not have his ice beam either, so he's going to have to powerbomb these guys.
Yeah, looks like Correctness does have speed, though.
Where was Speed?
I have no idea. I didn't even see him pick it up.
It's got to be somewhere in Gainus Tower, right?
Most likely.
If he has it, then that's where it is, because I never saw him pick it up.
Did you do left side Aussie or?
No, I did Dark Magician.
Okay, yeah, same. So I missed one chest because I opened the wrong order, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, Bossy also did strangely did the tile room chest.
I thought about it because I felt behindish. I was surprised that no one had finished like a lot earlier. So
Yeah, so I keep saying I felt pretty behind.
yeah,
That bow threw a lot of you guys off, I think, is what it was. That bow threw everybody off.
yeah. This was similar to the like we post community seeds, and it was hard logic, like nothing in Super Metroid, and then go to Catfish. So I'm trying to figure out if there was a better time to go to Catfish, and I can't figure it out. Like
It's a running problem I keep seeing when it comes to Link to the Past in general, much less the combo randomizers, that when you take too long to get to Catfish, 9 times out of 10 it has something, and it's exact. You can ask Semper here. I said that. I called it when we were starting to run out of locations and we're still looking for that bow. I was like, watch, it's been this long, it's gonna be on Catfish because nobody's bothered to check it. Sure enough, there it was, and I was laughing. I won't lie.
yeah, I mean, probably after Swamp was the time, but like I said, I already got. I mean, if Gravity's not in Swamp, I do it then. I could go up to the pyramid and up to Catfish with the mirror.
Hrekness trying to get his baby skip.
Trying to do baby skip on Erectus, and he's having a little struggling at the
Oh,
end.
he got it. Nicely done for him. Solski's already got his big key, and he's making his climb up the gauntlet now.
So what happened to Solsky? He just last location it?
He never found the hookshot or the bow.
Where was Hookshot?
Hookshot was in
Mirror
Cave
Cave.
45.
Cave 45. Yeah. Yeah, he skipped an ice rod there a couple weeks ago.
I think he needs to make a reminder to himself to check that cave every once in a while, just when, find a way to route that in if he can, because he keeps skipping that and it's caught.
I know he doesn't like Smith's sequence very much.
Yeah, he did it. And once he ran out of other things to do.
Still not the worst I've seen. I remember a seed in Link to the Past alone where there was, you had to wait till near the very end of the game. Like, you'd already finished Ganon's tower just to finally get the mirror or have the mirror near the end, and then finally check Mirror Cave to find the Master Sword so they could finally defeat Ganon. That was how far behind.
Yeah, that's hideous.
Oh, it was. We were just completely shocked at how that turned out. We're like, are you kidding?
That's a really long day. Reckon is pumping his super missiles into the brain, dodging the onion rings and french fries and all the other food that the brain has.
Of course, we'll never find out what's on the pedestal now unless someone outside the featured runners finds it. I'll be shocked if anyone actually checked the cult things, considered the way this receipt was routed. There was no reason to check it by the time you got even close.
Doesn't appear that there would have been anything on there anyway, because we found almost all the extraneous items in Ganon's tower. The X-ray scope, the book, bombos are all. And if Reckness found speed booster in Ganis Tower too, then there's like literally nothing that could have been on the.
Exactly.
But other than that, it was a good race. Very interesting to see the logic and the directions it wanted you guys to go.
Yeah, it would have been probably a little more exciting if I didn't do Ice Palace.
It was
It was
amusing.
close.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean Aussie still takes it, especially with boots.
Yeah, that did the difference, but it would have been a lot closer for sure. Because you guys, like, until you went to Ice Palace, you were like right behind him.
Yeah, I would have been probably in the escape sequence, honestly.
I skipped Golden Trees though. I could have easily not done it when I did and just started dipping pendants.
Yeah, I put off Death Mountain for a long time because I didn't want to go up there without a fire source. I also forgot I needed a fire source for Mire too. That's why I did that twice. That wasn't like a thought out plan I had. I just
Oh,
Solsky just took
Solsky
a
got
fall.
trolled-armed. Trolled-armed 2 strikes.
it almost seemed like it was intentional. Like he just stood there and took it.
yeah, I wasn't sure what the plan was there.
But I'm not sure
What is
what
he
he's trying.
doing?
Well, he's doing it for the memes now. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Trying to
Doing the full hover.
He's gonna hover
he's
around
doing
the
it
whole
for the long look.
platform.
At least bomb jump if you're gonna do this.
By the way, Ozzy, that was an excellent bomb jump on Moldorm.
He's hovering across. What the heck?
He's taking it a long way.
Yeah. He's trying to put Andy to shame.
I mean, he's doing a good job.
Oh, God. Just when you thought you've seen it all.
Just finished his mother brain. He's making his escape. Yeah, Solsky's had enough time fooling around with Moldorm. He's on his way out.
I'm surprised after all that he just doesn't hover the little gap.
And then he kills Moldorm.
He tried
and then
to.
Now here we go. Okay.
I was happy to get my hookshot cave hover.
Solsky was the first one to actually get in there and get his fire rod. He did the hover thing too.
Did you
No,
not have hookshot or you just did it?
He didn't have. Well, Aussie did, but he just decided to do the hover for show.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Because that's what we're all about, right? Putting on a show for our streamer, our viewers.
Hey, I killed Spore Spawn free yesterday. So.
I know you did.
Alright, so with this, Herecnus is skipping the animals as well, going through the door. And we can call it, ladies and gentlemen, Herecnus has taken 4th place with an official time of 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 1 second. And he, too, improved his PB by a full 10 minutes.
Wow. That's an excellent time. 10 minutes is a huge cut. And Solsky just finished off Aga 2, and he's going to be going down to hit up the Big Pig real quick. And while we're waiting for all the action to conclude, let's head out and follow on these runners because they're putting on a great show.
Absolutely. This race was really intense from beginning to end.
And if you feel like you can follow myself or the Shades and our trackers, Ikir and Dudirk0, for their excellent tracking skills behind the scenes that they never really get properly recognized for, but we say it more than once on a stream just to recognize. Because they just sit there and click the buttons, but man, oh man, do they got a hard job to do when you got runners in 4 different corners of the unit.
Amen to that.
And we do not have audio for Solsky, so it's just going to be the background noise of the channel for now until he finishes off the entire series.
And we'll be getting correctness in here soon for an interview as well. Get his thoughts on this race as we continue to watch this thing. Trying to think what other questions we could ask, because I know there's more about this race we could talk about. Actually, we'll hold that thought as Correctness now joins us here in the channel. Correctness, GG, and congrats on your PB.
Oh,
GG.
thank you. I subbed 3 hours.
Yeah!
On a hard mode.
I know! That's impressive.
What is Solsky doing now?
Oh, I've seen that glitch before. It'll eventually bounce him right into the hole.
This is actually a new one for me.
I've seen this before.
It's like Pong.
Right? I don't know if he can control that or not, but if he can, he's probably kicking himself for this, because now it's just not letting him go.
Oh, there it
There
goes.
you go.
Oh my goodness, I've never seen that. He almost dropped himself right back in the hole.
Oh, Solsky, we love you, man.
So,
All right, Miss. How do you
go
feel
ahead.
about the seed?
It seemed pretty generous, actually, for a hard seed.
Yeah, we were saying most of your quality of life items are given fairly early, so you weren't having to do any crazy hell runs or lava dives or anything. So I mean, it was pretty generous for hard. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good way of putting it.
Yeah, getting that. Yeah, it's just like one item led to another, and it's like, oh, okay, so basically all the difficult parts are not difficult anymore.
Yeah, the only problem came in was with some of those items, especially that bow. Oh Lord,
Yeah.
that bow was.
That one, I didn't even dawn upon me that I didn't have bow for that long, and then when I got it at Catfish, I was like, oh, am I in go mode? I think I'm in go mode. And then I just double checked because I was like, well, I don't have boots yet, so maybe I'll just check the last item. And then it was on ledge, so I was like, oh, I'm definitely in go mode now.
Yes, you were. Very well done, sir. Especially on the 10 minutes reduction on your PB. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was like giant hiatus from doing any of these runs. It's like my second run back in 2 months, and of course it's a PB. But it was the seed.
Where did you find the speed booster in Ganon's Tower?
Did you do left side?
I did do left side, all
So-
of left side.
It had been somewhere over there then, because me and Aussie
Yeah,
Dark Magician.
I think it was one of the last chests on left side.
yeah, because you found everything over there. Because I know you also found Book and X-Ray over there too.
And Bombos.
And bombos.
You and Solsky killed Armos Knights at the same time, only they were in 2 different dungeons.
Oh, he was in Eastern Palace or Kingdom.
Yeah, he was still catching up because he got thrown way off with items. He just could not keep up after it.
He was trying to do Suitless Meridia and couldn't find his hookshot or bow for a very long time.
Yeah, I can understand why he hates hard mode, because he gets baited into doing hard mode logic pretty easily.
I mean, he's the only one who full cleared Ice Palace, whereas one of our other runners decided to take a dip into it for some reason that we couldn't.
Yeah,
think.
I got the go mode at least, so I had that going for me.
I'm just glad you didn't finish it.
Where was Ice Beam at?
Laser Bridge.
Yeah.
It was on the second chest of Laser Bridge.
I for whatever reason, I thought I had lamp, and I kept trying to powder a bunch of torches, and I must have did that like 5 times, and I think I died in Hyrule Castle. I'm like, why isn't this thing lighting up? It's like, oh, I'm using powder.
You've been
I
playing
don't
Link's,
have lamp.
Link's Awakening too much?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, actually, that's exactly what happened. I was like, why isn't this
Actually, I
working?
wanted. That reminds me, Aussie, you were doing something with Ganon regarding the powder too. I noticed. What was up with that? Were you...
I was just pressing buttons.
Okay, obviously you're not trying to do a graphical glitch like you did at the Witch with Ganon, because that would have been it.
No,
That'd have been weird.
yeah, just throwing all my bombs at Aga, then throw the powder at Ganon when I'm out of bombs.
So you were just memeing, is what you were doing.
Yeah. The witch thing was for fun. The witch was an actual glitch.
I swear, every time I do one of these commentaries, you guys show me something new, and I'm just sitting there going like, what else are they gonna find? Like, what's the next big thing they're gonna throw at me and make me go, what the hell?
Keeps it entertaining.
Indeed, never a boring night with you guys, that's for sure.
Solsky gets the one and only Zebetite skip of the run so far on the restream.
I got it.
Oh, did you? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I guess I didn't notice. My bad, Apathy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you blink and you miss it. You know, it happens.
Well, the Zed skip, that's pretty much is.
Oh, you guys were go moding Turtle Rock? I get.
A couple of them did.
Yeah.
So was what Fire Ride was your go mode then?
Ether.
No,
for
Bo was
me.
go mode for everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, Bo was for me.
If it wasn't Bo as the Ether Medallion, because that thing was tucked away pretty bad.
Yeah, I didn't know I had to. I was praying it was Ether, because otherwise that would have just been a giant time loss for me to make that entire loop for nothing.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to refill all my supers after GT.
Yeah, I mean I do that a lot too, but I had because I carried plasma out, so I had plasma wave. At that point, I'll pretty much always go if I have like plasma. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, I went back as soon as I got plasma charge.
Oh, so you kept plasma too?
Everybody's got plasma right now. I believe, anyway. Solsky might not, actually.
Yeah, I think he does.
I don't remember if he went down there and got it or not. I can't.
Looks like he has Spazer.
Ah.
$205 items. Isn't there 216 total? Or is that
no,
316?
It's 300. Yeah, 216 is just Link to the Past.
Okay. I was gonna say, dang, Reckness, you checked a whole bunch of items.
Oh, Solsky getting drained down.
Could also be when I see an item and I reset, it might just increase the timer.
Yeah, I mean you check a lot more than you pick up in this because most of the stuff in SM you're not actually picking up.
Yeah.
It's very fair.
I picked up more missiles than I'd like to admit, but that's because I didn't know where charge beam was, and I was getting a little skeptical over how many supers I was getting along the way. But I'm looking at Solsky, and he's got 105.
Plus 65 supers.
What's the max missiles you can even get in this? I don't even know. Because I know they rearrange. You can get more supers and power bombs than you can in vanilla.
That's a question for somebody who knows the game better than I do, partner. I have no idea. 180 super missiles, Hitako? I was gonna say that's an awful lot of super.
No, that's super. I think it's 70 each. Yeah, I didn't mean normal missiles.
My bad. It's late. I'm tired. My brain's not functioning properly anymore.
Yeah, same.
It's very fair.
That's the one downside of doing these so late at night is that, yeah, by the time we get near the end, our brains are fried.
Yeah, I can't remember the beginning of the race. I don't even know what happened.
That's Mother
So-
Brain down for Solsky.
So we got the last escape sequence for him to be finishing up. And Nataka's saying in chat that it's going to be 200 missiles and 80 supers that could be the max amount of it, which is entirely too many.
More than I think any of you guys would ever need, really. Maybe that's a future update for this combo randomizer, having a mode where you have exactly enough enough of everything to complete the game, but that's it. No safeties.
Yeah, Hitaka knows what I'm talking about. He's on the point.
Could be like a hard mode type thing where it doesn't give you anything safe. Minimum E tanks, minimum everything's replaced with rupees.
Maybe even a harder difficulty where you have to have charged plasma wave to complete, and because you won't get it up.
Skolsky making his way up the final escape shaft to the top of Great Door.
Oh, that's bad.
That was intentional. He did a moonwalk off the top. To a certain point, Apathy, I would have to agree with you there too.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had the even sword go modes where it's just like,
Please just give me one.
I had one. I was in go mode minus the sword at 1 hour and 20, and I didn't find a sword until like 2 hours.
Oh,
Oh god, that'd be
Sasuke,
awful.
what are you doing?
Me walking the rest of the way.
Yeah, I was wondering, like,
At this point, he knows he's just having fun, putting on a show for his viewers.
yeah, it's kind of wondering that too, Doc.
Man.
I was kind of expecting that. Oh my god.
Rando's gonna rando.
Oh, jeez. There he goes.
There
Then
goes.
Solsky finishes 5th place with a time of 3 hours, 13 minutes, and 25 seconds.
GG to Solsky. Excellent moonwalk. We'll see if he wants to hop in and join us and chat about his interesting caper through the universe.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we're going to have... Oh, he just got them dropped out of the SRL. I don't even know if he saw my request. I think he just up and left.
I mean, to be fair, it's 3 hours. He's probably pretty tired, just like we are.
Indeed. We'll give it a minute and see if he actually decides to join us.
But other than that was a pretty good race. Very interesting to see the logic chains, and definitely the whole flipper boot lamp thing was interesting to see.
Indeed. Yeah, I get the feeling Solsky's not coming, so oh, so I think it's time we wrap this up. But Aussie, Apathy, Herecness, GG to you guys. Thank you for a great.
Yeah, GG.
Appreciate the show y'all put on. And for you viewers in chat, make sure you give these guys a follow.
Yeah, make sure you follow them on Twitch. And of course, shout out to our trackers, Dudeker and Iker. And of course, shout out to my co-commentator, Semper Firedog. Semper, it has been a pleasure working with you.
It's a pleasure working with you, sir.
Indeed. And in the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining us as always. Make sure you follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, for all of the races. We've gotten more from not only this game, but many others. We've got other races going on other channels. You don't want to miss out on those. But until then, on behalf of everybody here at the Speed Gaming family, my name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!
Good night and Godspeed.